I want to do a podcast about films.
We've been through this. Not only am I not stopping you, I'm facilitating you.
Yeah, don't worry about that now, but don't drink too much. Do you hear me? I don't want you passing out, going into the dark side.
Okay.
No going in the dark side.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Movie the Needle, a podcast where a pair of amateurs haphazardly dissect a film that one of us likes and one, well, not so much. My name's Simon and I'm in our shed with my good friend Carl, where we'll be explaining our opposing viewpoints and seeing whether we can movie the needle for one another. This week, it's Alexander Payne's 2004 dark buddy comedy, which sees two middle-aged men embark on a week-long road trip through California wine country, just as one is about to take a trip down the aisle. Lots of wine, but definitely not fucking Merlot, ensues. It's Sideways.
Very good. Well done, I like that.
Good. I aim to please.
Yeah, some unironic praise for you there.
Wow, I think it might be the first time.
Yeah.
Carl, I've got a risky game for you today.
A risky game.
Mm-hmm.
This like Blue
There's
for the dads.
Oh, no.
No.
No. There's a risk it could be Casablankety blank levels of letdown, particularly as it involves AI not being shit, or it needs AI to not be shit. So
The tall ask.
yeah, so it could crash and burn, but we shall see. We shall see. But Carl, I wanted to start with the lovely piece of glassware that is in front of you today.
It is a lovely piece of glassware.
So describe it to the good people.
Well, the first thing to be remarked upon, not the most important thing, but the first thing is a great shape.
Great shape.
Classic pint glass shape, with a nice weighty bottom as well.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
who doesn't
we
like
like
a
that.
nice weighty bottom?
We like that, don't
yeah,
we?
we do.
It's jokes, but I really do. And then not only does it say Movie the Needle, not only is Movie the Needle emblazoned upon it, underneath there, it says Carl.
Does, and mine says Simon, which is good. Now, these are a gift, a birthday gift from loyal listener Will, and, friend, I suppose. Should probably lead with friend first, and loyal listener Will. He said he was tempted to get Simon and not Will written on their glasses.
I'd have taken it.
Yeah,
I'd have taken it.
but
Yeah.
decided to just go down the line with Carl. So, I mean, I was delighted. Came from Monsieur T-shirt. It was very confusing. It's the weirdest shirt I've ever seen in my life, but it was, yeah.
No, they really are very lovely. And I know it's for your birthday, but still, it's a lovely
gift for your
gesture.
birthday.
Yeah, that's right. It's my birthday next week. Not even next week. This week.
Yeah.
Or last week, whenever you listen
About
to
3
that.
weeks ago.
Yes, God knows. It's a lovely gesture. And, I'm going to say that as sort of as sincerely of the childish qualities of my voice allow. Thanks a lot, Will.
Wow.
That's really touching.
You struggle with sincerity as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that a lot where people go like, are you taking the... No, that was me being sincere.
Yeah.
I apologise. I know it doesn't come natural.
Well, this has got to be a first, right? Where the fans are making us merchandise. Like the fans are making the book. Like we may
should
have
charge
a
them for it,
small,
really.
ever-dwindling number of fans, but my God, they're loyal, aren't they?
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
The best 4 listeners you could ever wish for.
It's very good. Thanks a lot,
I
Will.
exaggerate. It's 3. But anyway, not to be too British, but I'm going to talk about the weather.
Yeah?
It is going to be hot soon, Carl. Hot with a capital H.
Yes.
Got there at the end.
What were you going to say? A capital H?
I was going to say hot, but I thought I'll go with H. Well, I've got my big football tournament this weekend.
It's like that Michael McIntyre joke, when he's spelling things out on the phone, doing it phonetically. He goes, G, as in G, for gnome. Very good. Anyway, sorry.
So I've got my big football tournament this weekend that I helped to organise, and it's going to be 29 degrees on the Saturday, which is the perfect weather for a sporting activity.
It is if you're watching.
And particularly for me, a very pale man.
Yes.
48 hours essentially going to be in blistering sunshine. I may die. So if this is my last one, let's make it a good one.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So yeah, usually you have to worry about the bloody rain and ruining it, and now people are going like, oh, are you putting in special measures for the sun?
Yeah.
Like fucking what? A giant canopy over it? Like, what do you want? Water.
Water stations, water breaks.
Bring that yourself. Yeah. There's
So
an
you're not doing any of that then?
It's a nice green van.
Safeguarding issues. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Very
plenty
good.
of breaks.
Yeah, well, that'll be good. We're away this weekend because, well, not expressly because it's my birthday. That's just how it's fallen. And we're going to the coast where it's a lot cooler. So that's nice, isn't it?
Still nice though, right?
Yeah, it's still like 19 degrees and dry, crucially. So,
Which isn't always a given.
it'll be fine. No, I'll have a lovely time. I'm not that miserable about going away. I am that miserable about the fucking bank, though. I've had a right do with the bank this week.
Really? Like over the phone? In
Over the
person?
phone. Well, I'm trying to log on online, aren't I? And they've got this stupid process. And
This is beginning to sound like a you problem rather than a them problem.
right. So here's where it's a me problem, but also where it's definitely not a me
your
problem.
password, didn't you?
Right. No, it's not. It's not like that. I'm not going to go into the details of my issue. But
Or your PIN number.
the point is stuff's gone wrong, right? And you ring up and they go, "Oh, you just need to do this," and I know that's not true. I've spotted that that's a load of shit, and I've gone, no, because if I do that, then this will happen, and that won't work. So I'll have to ring back again and go, that didn't work. So can we just skip to that bit? And they won't have it.
You
right?
know they won't have it.
They
You've
will
been through
not
this
have it.
multiple times with
They will
different
not have it.
services.
So I've had to. They've fobbed me off. They've lied to me. Is how I like to characterise it.
Yep.
I've had to wait 2 days for the thing to go wrong, and then you ring back and go, "Yeah, you know that thing I said." It's like, "Sir, we don't know who you are. We don't know who you spoke to. Just tell us your issue, please." You go through all the rigmarole. It's gone wrong, and now we've got to wait for them to fix it in the way that I said they'd have to fix it in the first place. And the thing is, right, most people, they wouldn't see it coming. They wouldn't think about it that much. So they would have, a few days ago, they'd have just gone, all right, yeah, we'll do that. And they'd have happily gone about their lives. And then it'd have gone wrong, right? And they're all annoyed about it. I've spotted it. What does that gain me?
You're no less
I'm annoyed about it before
You're
the
more
fact.
annoyed, if anything else.
I'm more annoyed.
More annoyed twice.
I'm annoyed about it 2 days before it's gone wrong because I knew it was going to go wrong. Then it goes wrong. And I'm not less annoyed because I spotted it. I'm more annoyed because I'm annoyed about the thing. I'm annoyed about having been lied to.
You're a victim of your own intelligence, if anything.
Well, look, let's not say intelligence. But just...
I mean,
honestly,
it does
shambles.
It does always happen to you, though, Carl. Just
No, I don't think that's fair.
which service has not screwed you over in this way?
What I say is it's the thing of most people would have not thought about it that much and it'd have just washed over them and then it'd have gone wrong and they'd have gone, oh, that's annoying. And then they'd wait a bit longer.
Just recently, though, internet, that's been a bit of a...
Virgin Media, everybody can attest to that.
Yeah. Electric, you had that a while ago, electric meter.
Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a
that's a good one.
Getting your smart meter fixed from npower, everybody can attest to that, I'm sure.
Yeah, obviously, any kind of delivery.
Oh, God,
or
yeah.
mailing.
Yeah.
That's a no-go. Anything else that's...
I don't know what I could do differently.
Holidays.
If I could do it differently... that's funny, I've just been fucked around by Ryanair again.
There we go.
That's happened this week.
They see you coming, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah. Again, they're Ryanair. Surely everybody can attest to that. But I don't... Look, if I could do something differently, I would. Except chill out. I mean, I can't do that. Like, obviously, I know, just accept it and let it happen. No, that's not me at all. But
Speaking of not chilling out, Emma was swearing at the tradesman next door today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They'd made it. They were like chipping off the, what do they call it? Render.
Yeah.
Making a bit of a mess on our site. Emma was properly going at them. I was sort of shouting after, Emma, Emma,
what's this really about?
Yeah. And then obviously she comes home afterwards, after walking the dog or whatever, and is kind of all apologetic and chills out and everything. I'm just like, why do you have to go to that? Why do you don't realise how embarrassing it is for me. I mean, like,
yeah, you should say that. Yeah, you should.
I mean, I have said that.
Yeah,
and
right.
she
How did
does
that go
listen.
over?
So no, as in she'll listen to this in a few weeks' time. And that's it. Yeah. I mean,
good.
this week. Yeah, but hey, that's me. Carl, AI.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of AI earlier, I sent you a little message.
You did?
Because I was listening to another podcast, The Revisionist Almanac, where they were talking about seeing how well AI could predict what they thought of a film based on their other podcast episodes, which I thought, that's interesting. Hadn't even thought that we actually have an existence out there in the world of AI. So I will reveal what it said about this film, who would like it, who wouldn't, when we do the introduction.
Oh, you already told me that.
Yeah, I have told you, but
you told me.
I haven't
Okay.
revealed it to the world.
Right, okay, yeah, the world.
As when we do our opening statements, I'll do that. But, as you know, I did ask, is it fair that Simon favours style over substance? Could he be called Mr. Style over Substance? And AI said, it seems like Simon has been jokingly referred to as Mr. Style over Substance. Is it jokingly, Carl?
Well.
In at least one episode of Movie the Needle, specifically when discussing American Beauty. While this nickname might be playful,
It might be.
it does suggest that Simon tends to prioritise film's visual and stylistic elements over deeper thematic and narrative weight.
Hang on, though. So it's just extrapolate that from me saying it.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only got garbage in, garbage out, isn't it?
Yeah, well, fair enough.
So, of course, this doesn't mean he dismisses substance entirely. Some films thrive on their aesthetic appeal, and Simon might simply have a preference for movies that are visually striking.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably fair.
I'm just going to get AI to do my arguing from now on.
Yeah.
Based on my previous... We've got now a catalogue, right? So it basically knows me.
Yeah.
I can just go, what should I say about this film?
Yeah.
And I'll just... that'll cut down my prep time.
Yeah, give it a whirl. Yeah, give it a whirl.
You got any more, Carl? Should we move on to the movies?
Oh, just
of
a
this
couple of notes. The both of them sort of somewhat podcast related, actually. Lions Tour starts on Friday. You excited for that?
What starts?
The British Lions Tour.
I've kind of not fallen out with it. I just don't watch rugby union that much anymore. I love it.
Is it because you've had children?
Well, one of the many reasons.
Yeah.
I've just got a lot going on. I can't prioritise watching sport full stop very much.
Yeah.
I don't watch like the Masters or things like that, and the golf and all of that, which I wish I could.
And then you started a podcast.
Cricket.
That doesn't help.
I started a podcast. That is
Yeah.
definitely not helping. Yeah, running a football club also not good.
No, I certainly don't watch as much club rugby as I used to, but try keep up with the internationals. No, I'm very excited for the Lions Tour.
Where are they touring?
They're touring Australia. They are doing a one-off test. I don't know if it's a test, actually, if it's got full test status. They're doing a one-off game against Argentina, which is this Friday. So Friday, 8 o'clock, if you have got a spare couple of hours. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. And listener to this podcast, Dorsey, messaged me about James Haskell. Because he's in the news a bit at the moment, not all of it positive. And he sort of put up this clip when James Haskell was commentating on one of the previous Lions tours. I think it was the previous one, actually, or maybe 2017. And he was like slurring his words. He's all over the place. And there was loads of stuff at the time, like, was he drunk and all the rest of it. And I sort of said, do you know what, actually? I have experience with this. Do you remember when we first put on headphones and we were testing here and we had that slight delay?
Oh, yeah, awful, yeah.
And then what happened? We were just slurring. For some reason, doesn't it? It just makes you slur your words, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I sort of said, look, I actually don't think he was drunk then. We've some experience of this. And Dorsey just came back and said, yeah, but don't you spend your time drinking when you record your podcast? Well, it does feel like he's got us a bit there, doesn't it?
It's maybe not scientifically sound test that we did. There was no control.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we did it sober and wore headphones. So
I think we did it at the end, so we were most certainly...
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that sound test was absolutely fine.
Oh, yeah, good point.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. The other thing is, have you seen we've got an email?
I mean, that's your job.
Yeah, well, it's the most fucking insincere email I've ever seen in my life.
Is it Will again?
No. No, it's from somebody called Lucas or Lewis. Let's have a look. Obviously trying to sell us something. Lucas Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's trying to get us. He's trying to sell us a marketing strategy for YouTube.
Ooh, that'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah. And it says, this is like, he keeps spamming us, but this is one of the more recent ones. You've already built Movie the Needle with 74 episodes and less than 500 tuning in per episode.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for the dig.
Yeah.
It's like, that is basically, they've just gone...
We're nearly at 500.
That is just automatically constructed. It's like somewhere there's a form that just count on the number of episodes.
What number should we pick? Well, 500 is pretty low.
500 is obviously the least of their... Well, if they've got a number... And then what sign do we need here? Oh, we need the less than. And they fired that out because obviously it's generated. You're reading that and going, yeah, all right, mate, thanks. We've built it to this. So, yeah, load of shite. Lucas, fuck off. I'm not going to buy anything off you.
If that is your real name.
Yeah.
Lucas.
Well, I wrote down in my notes as Lewis, so, yeah.
Or Lewis.
Yeah. already.
You watched any
Already
films this
dismissed
week,
him.
Carl?
Yeah, so I've watched 5.
Cool. I've watched one.
Oh, good. Was it
I've
sideways?
been very busy. No. I don't include that.
Okay, let me give you 4.
Yes.
The Alto Knights.
Oh.
You remember the latest De Niro and Pacino?
Yeah. It's come up a few times.
Do you know, and I was watching it, and I didn't notice Pacino once. And were it not that for the fact that it's a bag of shit, and I don't want to rewatch it again, I'd go back and say, where is Pacino in this?
So we were going to go see that at the cinema and make it a date night episode.
Yeah,
we couldn't fit it in.
I mean, look, I'd have enjoyed it more in the cinema because you just do. I think you're more into it and it sounds better and all that jazz. It's not very good, which is a shame because it's one of those leaning into the historical side of the mob and all the rest of it. Should have been fun. Had De Niro, good cast actually.
De Niro,
not very good. Yeah, De Niro. That's a bit of a gimmick, honestly. That's a bit self-indulgent.
Seems
De Niro playing 2 characters.
Yeah, like they're not twins, right?
No,
I mean, it's
they're
like
not. No.
That's what I mean.
And
So
they
it's
look
like,
very similar. So there's all these photos of them growing up. This is in the film. All these photos of them growing up, and they're just obviously different people.
Yeah.
And then we cut to the present day, and it's just De Niro with a different fake nose on.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Strange.
I've watched a film called The Beach Bum. Matthew McConaughey, sort of an irreverent
I
comedy.
thought this was going down to the heavy bottom again.
No, quite recent, actually. Maybe 2019, something like that.
Matthew McConaughey.
Mm.
Post McConaissance.
Yeah, it was
something called
post
The Beach Bum.
reconnaissance, and he's doing an irreverent comedy. Bag of shit, painfully unfunny.
What made you watch this one? Was this just pop up and you're like, ooh?
Via Letterboxd, I think I'd seen either it on a list or somebody I follow had watched it and read the synopsis. McConaughey, we like McConaughey's all right?
Yeah. All right.
Bang it on.
You might say.
Well, you might do. And if it had anything about me whatsoever, we'd have had more than 500 views per month. And Lucas could change the little symbol in his email, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, rubbish. Hard Target. John Woo, Jean-Claude Van Damme, 1993. Refreshing against the tide of shit that I've watched this week. Loads of fun.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one before?
Action, you want to know?
Oh, it's great.
No.
Classic 90s.
Like you'd expect from John Woo and Van Damme.
Very, very cool action. Very low on exposition. Just trusts itself to be cool and you'll follow or you won't. Very good. Set in New Orleans as well. Oh, what a fabulous place.
Would you like to go there?
Yeah, I'd love to go there.
Or Bourbon Street?
It's really got something about it, New Orleans, isn't it? It's one of those places where you think there's probably nowhere else like that on earth. So yeah, great. And then I watched a low-budget film, Australian period piece, which is part mob, part shark attack film.
Oh, okay.
Very strange.
What was it called?
Called Fear Below.
Fear Below. Okay, so
Yeah, ambitious, sadly, not very good.
I mean, I just seeing how those meld together. That's
Well, they don't really.
Right.
They just happen to have this storyline. Oh, by the way, the sharks in those waters.
okay.
All right, there's an added bit of danger.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a bit like an Alan Partridge pitch meeting, kind of.
Yeah. At the
Good
last minute,
fellas,
it's like,
Jaws.
I don't think anyone's going to like that. Did I mention there were sharks in the water? Yeah. So there we go. What's your one before I reveal my last one?
One is a Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway starring thing in Love and Other Drugs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So something which came up on this previously because it's an Edward Zwick film.
Oh, what did we do him in? Edward Zwick?
Yeah, good question. I don't know, but he did The Last Samurai, and he did.
No, that wasn't what we saw.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I can't remember. Well, I'll look that up. Go on. Any good?
It's not Blood Diamond, is it?
Oh, it might be Blood Diamond, you know.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Is it any good? I think it could have been good, but alas, not really. No. Well, unless you rate highly for Naked Jake and Naked Hathaway, in which case 5 stars.
I mean,
because there's a lot of it.
Word, we'll have a look.
Yeah,
etc.
Yeah. But no, it's slightly disappointing. Decent premise, decent cast, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. Just did not land for me. Did not land.
Fair enough.
Bit disappointing, but not bad. Just
Bad. Just bad.
Yeah.
It was Blood Diamond. Well done.
Yeah,
pulled that out from the recesses of your memory there. Whoop. So the 5th film I watched this week,
Yes.
Megalopolis.
Oh. Okay, another one we were thinking about going to see at the cinema, but decided not to largely because of the terrible reviews.
Yeah,
What do we make of it,
Franny's
Carl?
magnum opus.
He's
The
been
Fall of
trying to make it since
Rome.
84 or something, isn't he?
Yeah, the Fall of Rome dressed up as a sort of modern, even futuristic sci-fi
Yep.
thing. Massive cast.
Got my man in it.
It's got your boy in it, Adam
Yep.
Driver. Yeah.
Yep.
He's fucked it, mate.
Yeah.
He's absolutely fucked it.
How long was it?
It's over 2 hours. I can't remember.
Okay,
exactly how
it's
long, yeah.
not behemoth food.
I don't think it's over 3, no.
Hmm.
But let me tell you, it feels long. You want to do a film with that?
Do you think? Oh, sure. I mean,
Yeah,
I like anything that feels long.
Good, yeah, there we go.
So, describe to me: is it just a mess? Is it just not
I just don't
interesting?
think
Or
I just don't think so. He's not done like a modern reimagining of the Fall of Rome. He's not just taken that, put it in the present day world, and done like a gritty modern political take on it.
Hmm.
He's done an imagined future. He says like the whole point of it is so that people think about the ramifications of it all and think about the future they might have and might want,
Yeah.
and might build instead of focusing on the past. I just don't think it works.
I don't think you're alone.
No, and I don't know if I could point to any one thing. It is just very all over the place.
How's
Yeah.
Adam Driver in it?
Strange.
Hmm.
Yeah. But how much of that is his fault?
Yeah.
Who knows? Like, I mean, I have some thoughts
reckon
on
he's-
Adam Driver anyway, which we'll get to at some point in this season.
We will.
But yeah, I wouldn't judge anyone
Do we
out
think
of their
Coppola's
performance on
done?
that film. You know, in a way, maybe not, because maybe now he's free to go fucking make some other films that
Has he
might
got
be
any
good.
money? Has he got any money left?
Well, that's the thing. Is anyone going to back him?
Yeah.
He's quite old, isn't he? So yeah, he probably is done.
He's
Yeah,
pretty- Sad, sad, sad.
yeah, he's a bit.
I don't know why I'm repeating words over and over again. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, Carl, we should probably test out these new glasses
We
that
certainly
we've
should.
got here. So would you please dip behind the curtain, open the fridge, and unveil the podcast ale? Oh, it's a noisy one. It's in a bag. Ooh, a bag in a fridge.
Well, we had to go to the West Coast, didn't we?
I mean, sure.
California,
yeah, I mean,
wine
California.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
I was going to say, if you brought wine, I'm going to be very disappointed.
no, sadly, once upon a time in the not too recent future,
Wait,
recent
what?
past,
There we go.
fucking the Megalopolis throwing me out. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, West Coast would have been nice and easy and get
that
something
would have meant
beautiful,
a
wouldn't you?
Stone IPA.
Oh, yeah.
They don't do it now anymore. We've talked about our
No,
fears
they-
of this day.
They said only one guy's buying
Yes,
this.
exactly.
Why are we stocking just for him?
So I've got the next best thing, which is Thornbridge have collaborated with Stone Brewing
Ooh.
to make a West Side Glory, which is a West Coast IPA coming in at 7%. And then as an extra little tie-in,
Oh, he's delivering it sideways. Thanks, Carl. Brilliant. There we go. West Side Glory. Oh, this better be good. High hopes. All right, let's get to introducing this week's film, which is, of course, Sideways. But before we reveal what we each think and what AI thinks we will think, a quick reminder of our simple 5-point scale. We either really like it, we like it, we're ambivalent, we don't like it, or we really don't like it. So let's get to our general impressions first. And Carl, where are you on the scale this week?
I love it. Stick that in your simple 5-point scale.
Oh, fuck's sake.
No, seriously, rules control the fun. I really like it.
He really likes it. Now, I was quivering,
Yeah.
but I'm going for I don't like it.
Oh.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Which means...
Okay, all right.
There
I
could
don't
be a
like being given tap-ins.
No, it's not a tap-in.
Yeah, okay. Right.
But I think there's potential.
I'm going to spend the next 3 hours telling you how shit it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll move your needle. Yes.
Oh, no.
No,
I'm gonna move
I
mine.
still really like
Yeah,
it. Yeah. Okay. All right, Carl. Why do you like it?
Yeah, it's been difficult to sum up exactly why I like this in a couple of sentences, so I'm hoping my sort of passion for it will come through across the general discussion. I mean, it's a beautiful looking movie. What a bland note that is. I think underpinning it is that sort of road trip hangout vibe. Two guys just stumbling through life, trying to have a good time, dealing with all the highs and lows that brings. I know that you can look at Miles and think, actually, he's a bit tragic. He's a somewhat tragic story. But I just think there's so many moments in this film of passion, is a word I've already said. There's so many uplifting moments, little bits of happiness. Far from getting bogged down in the sadder stuff, I just find this a pretty joyous film. What about you?
Well, I first saw this in the cinema when it came out, so in 2004. So it didn't really land with me as a 19-year-old.
No, you're an idiot. That's difficult.
Who didn't even drink wine yet.
Yeah, right.
You know, what chance did I have? But, on rewatch, first time I've rewatched it since, it's just a bunch of arseholes drinking wine, isn't it? So, to be fair, my main problem is with the Jack character is just the biggest arsehole. Intentionally, I know, but it's quite upsetting to watch someone quite as big a cunt as that on screen. Giving absolutely no shits about anyone, being completely irredeemable, and facing zero consequences, which I always don't like.
Didn't mind it in About Time.
Shut up. For a buddy comedy, there isn't enough comedy, and frankly, not enough buddy hangout vibe that you're going for there either. I think they abandon the buddy hangout vibe a little bit, and they also back away from the wine angle as the film goes on a little bit as well, I felt. Just when I was learning something about wine, it's like I was just going to get extra points for education, but no. Overall, though, it is not all bad. I'm going to be saying some good things about this down the line, but there's just not enough of that good to overcome the hatred that I had of the characters and general story. Oh, hold on. AI. What did AI think we would think? I remembered what I was doing now. That's why I wrote notes and ignored them. So let's see how close AI was going to get. So Carl tends to favour films with strong emotional depth, character-driven storytelling, and nuanced performances, and Tom Cruise films. Simon
you
often,
added that bit, did you?
I did. Simon often leads towards more fast-paced, visually striking, or unconventional films. Since Sideways is a character-driven dramedy, come on AI, let's not make up words, with introspective themes, Carl might be more inclined to appreciate it, while Simon could be more sceptical unless he connects with its humour and performances. Well, let's see, AI. Let's see if I connect with its humour and performances, shall we? Think you know me. Huh.
I think both of those are gross oversimplifications. There we go.
No shit.
AI strikes again.
Okay, let's kick things off with production. Wait, what's that? Production? Simon, you've got it wrong, of course. No, dear listener. No. We are starting with production, and we're giving this a try. We're going to go production, plot, then cast, and see how that works. It's basically an attempt to stop Carl repeating himself over and over again.
Whoa, just me?
Largely.
Yeah,
you,
okay,
yes.
largely me, yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. So this could get confusing. I could lose my way. We could completely miss Outcast because we just keep on going through and go, that was a short episode. Oh, look at that.
Well, it would be short, wouldn't it?
Episode. Anyway, this is directed by Alexander Payne. And he was actually nominated for Best Director for this. Lost out to Clint Eastwood for $1 Million Baby. Fantastic film, which you've still not seen, I don't
No.
believe. You'll hate it.
Will I hate it?
No, I don't know. Probably not. Other films he's done. Citizen Ruth, not seen it. You?
No.
Election?
No.
I have seen it, but a very long time ago that I can't actually remember it. About Schmidt?
No.
I have, again, seen it about when it came out. But
You're shitting all over my first note here, because my first note is, this is like a lot of Alexander Payne's work. A lot, really? Apparently, I've not seen anything.
Descendants, you've seen that?
I've seen Descendants, yeah. I've seen Descendants.
What did you think of Descendants, just out of interest?
I think I might have underrated it, having just watched this. I quite liked it, but I sort of was a bit,
it was kind of a
bit soft on the rating. But
Nebraska?
No, not seen it.
Not seen that. Yeah, Downsizing.
It's
got your boy Matt Damon in it.
That. I don't think that's very good.
No, I haven't seen that, largely because I've heard it's not very good, so I didn't waste my time there. And then the Holdovers, which we talked about.
Similarly, I think I'm a little soft on the rating on that. But I think I might like that more on a rewatch.
To be fair, when we talked about, because it was kind of around Christmas, right? Yeah. We were both, but like it was fine. It was good, like good performances and stuff, but just didn't quite do it. Actually, it's kind of quite similar to how I felt about this film. I think I could definitely really appreciate the Holdovers on a rewatch. So go on. You were saying, so just like all of Alexander Payne's films that you've never seen.
Yes, apparently I've seen 3. Well, 4, but I don't count Downsizing because I was pish. This is a gorgeous film, I think. It's an absolutely gorgeous film. We talk about sometimes on this podcast, like, the shots and the framing and all that. We don't really know. But beautiful countryside, and it's really showing it off. A lot of scenes where they're driving, and the ocean's on one side, the mountains are on the other side. It's really sunny. I guess all the way through.
It's California.
Yeah, but certainly the first few scenes are just really, really bright.
So that's interesting because I thought the first few scenes, like they are in a place which could be anywhere. Like you start at his house, his apartment, right, which is just like
that's true.
Generic street.
Yeah, that's
then
true.
You go to.
Well, no, it wouldn't be a generic street because he lives at a place called the Seacrest, which I expect has a pool. I think it's going to be one of those complexes, these apartment complexes.
Yeah, but the way it was shot and everything, it's not like, wow, look at this, San Diego.
We don't see the pool, but I looked at that and I thought, oh, that's like those things you see in America, those apartment places you see in American movies that have pools out back. And so straight away,
you
I'm
read
like,
between the lines.
Yeah, straight away, I'm
you read
like,
a pool
do you know
between
what?
the lines.
I'd love to live. That'd be great to live somewhere like that. Almost like even slightly more obtuse reference. Like, we were talking about Scarface coining a whole version of GTA Vice City.
Yeah. Oh, I love that game.
All of those buildings just have these sort of facades on. Like, I bet they've got pools out back and all that. Yeah, so no, straight away I'm like, oh yeah, that looks kind of fun. And then he goes to a shop and he gets like an espresso and a spinach croissant. I was like, that's his all right, isn't it? Well,
I think it was a cafe, but yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Coffee shop or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe the big house aside, I was kind of in. I
think he's just in like an apartment, though, right? It's not.
He is. No, I meant
the big house.
Big house where he goes to pick up Jack.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was in for the vibes right for the first minute, but I guess you're right with the buildings.
Yeah, and then they head out on a freeway, right? So it's not like
you've still got some lovely
glorious
hills in the background.
Yeah, once they get off the thing and do it.
I think even in the city, the city's still framed at the back with the hillside.
I know. I was expecting it to be very beautifully shot and everything, but actually it came across a little bit of a vintage look. To it. Like
that's classic Alexander Payne.
Yeah,
apparently
almost grainy, particularly like the external shots.
Yeah, he did that in the Holdovers for sure. I think there's a hint of that in the Descendants.
But that's a period film, isn't it? It's set.
It is, but yeah, it is.
It's set in the past,
like 80s or something. Is it maybe?
So I thought that was kind of to go with the aesthetic of the past. Whereas
very similar feel to it, though.
Yeah. It's almost a sequel, isn't it, in terms of with the Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, and I think could that be a spiritual sequel because he's a teacher?
Yeah.
Well, no, it would only be a spiritual one.
Definitely spiritual because it's set in the past.
Set in the past, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Coppola gets his hands on it. Which guess will be a literal sequel. Who knows? We'll go through that man's head. Certainly not me anymore. I hope that doesn't ruin Apocalypse.
You realise you're speaking out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of. You're right. I agree. It did have a bit of a grainy vintage quality to it, and I thought that lent into it. It's a bit like a postcard.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like the aesthetic, and it wasn't like I was going, oh, amazing. Like it was just like, yeah, well, that it looks nice, but it wasn't like they were showcasing it, as it were. It was there. But the focus was very much not on that aspect of it. I felt. I don't know. What I did notice from how it looks, though, is they did excellent drunk camera work when he's drunk dialing with the sort of making you feel like the character is feeling with things moving and everything. So quite clever with that. What I didn't really like was the long fade outs that you had. And I'm going to describe this very poorly because, as you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. But where, like, the one image, there's like a shot and it kind of fades out slowly whilst another image is coming in of somewhere different and stuff, and it kind of fade. Again, it's very non-modern view of it.
No,
I couldn't actually tell you. I'm sure it's called something.
Yeah.
But it kind of stuck, and I was just like, oh, you don't see that very often. But it's not very it's not a very early 2000s looking film, I don't think.
I liked it. Sort of adjacent to that, they do this sort of thing, like they do the split screens, which again I think is quite quirky. Again, like a postcard. I think a lot of this I'm looking at and I'm thinking this could just be like from a holiday. Like, you know, you look back at old holidays, brilliant. I like those split screens. I think it was a good way to see their different expressions on the same journey. There's one early when they're sort of in the car going down by the sea, and obviously Jack's very excited, Miles less so. But they also let their conversations carry on over the top as the action moved forward. So, as I say, a bit adjacent to your slow transition merge thing. They'll start a conversation, and then the action just jumps ahead. But they're carrying on that same conversation. And it's that same thing of trying to finish the one scene, but slowly move you on to the next scene, which is already starting visually, whilst the other one's finishing audibly. And I quite liked it because all of this just feeds into this, I think, this kind of fun, I think vintage is a good word as well, road movie type, hangout type vibe, where they're just out to sort of enjoy each other's time and the surroundings. Obviously, it doesn't work out like that. And I love the soundtrack to go with that as well. That sort of soft jazz in the background.
It's a very, like, mostly very unobtrusive. I mean, it's literally background music, right? I mean,
it could be like in an elevator. It could be elevator music.
Yeah,
right?
there were times when I actually, because I know I need to write about how it sounds and stuff like that. So I find myself actually like tuning into it and going like, I wouldn't really want to just listen to this. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a soundtrack I would listen to. But as I say, it's
ambience, keep us moving along on this nice little holiday that they're having. It's very natural, all of it.
Is it a nice little holiday they're having, Carl?
Well, look, I know. Like I said in my opening thing, you could look at it and go, a lot of this is very tragic, but we've said this before. Like, I like a lot of these vibes, hangout, road movies, whatever you want to call them. And a lot of them are very, very sad. A lot of them will be, alcoholics in bars going off the rails, failed writers, all the rest of it. But they also are very, very good at exploring like moments and emotions. And I love when you get a triumphant moment or a moment of happiness or whatever relief against their situations. And there's a ton of that in this film. So I always come at these things very, very positively, and I always latch on to the feelings and the positive things that happen, rather than the fact that he's divorced, he's stealing from his mum. He's, like you said about Jack, he's going around shagging everybody else before he's got married.
Yeah, very, very unpleasant characters.
Yeah, so whatever's going in the actual plot, the moments and the vibes of this film are just so joyous. I think that's there to be found.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the huge strengths from a production standpoint is the dialogue and screenplay aspect of it. Now, it did win the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay in 2005. It is based on a novel of the same name, and there's some great lines in there. There's some great scenes in there where characters are interacting, and that's where I think the strength of this movie is. Like, the time that they are spending together, where it is that buddy movie, like I enjoy that the most. That's why I was a bit upset at how there's large portions of the film where they're not together, and you're not seeing that evolve. But some of the lines that he comes out, like where he's giving where they're first doing the wine tasting, and he's giving the whole big spiel about how you taste it, and you do this, you do that, you do that. Yeah, you get strawberries. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, strawberries. And then he goes, "You chewing gum."
I think it's a really well put together section. That
very good.
His passion about it comes through.
Yeah.
But it's a really drawn out procedure, and you can see the guy who's serving them sort of almost awkwardly nodding along as Miles is speaking, and Jack keeps looking at him as if to say, "Is that right?" And Yeah, okay. And obviously Jack just wants to get on with it and get drunk. And it's not really him. It's Miles's passion. It's not Jack's.
Yeah, it really shows the difference between the two characters, right? There's one character who's there for one thing.
Yeah.
There's another character who's there for another. They're very different people. They've got
They
very
are,
different styles.
but then they get a lovely moment at the end of that, before the chewing gum, where they come back together again. Their sort of arcs meet. They're different, but they are the same because they go through all of that process. It's drawn out, all that pomp and circumstance and all the rest of it. And then Jack goes, "And when do we drink?" And Miles just looks at me and goes, "Now." And it's a very deliberate, like, "Yeah, I'm here to get fucked up too, mate. Don't you worry about that."
Just in a different way.
In a different, and he looks at now, and they do it and they drink, and that's very funny. And then they milk it again. There's a fine little flourish, like you've just said. When we finish that, and you go, "Oh, that's quite good." Yeah. "You're chewing gum," and it just pulls the rug out of the whole thing. It's like it undermines that entire process.
Yeah,
I think it's a really well
to
put together scene that I really liked it.
Yeah. Another sort of kind of thing that I remembered about this film from the first time was the MERLOT bit, right? And I remembered that as being a bit of a recurring theme, but it isn't. It's literally just a one-off thing.
It was in the trailer.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. So I didn't go to see this at the cinema, but I did go to see something around that time because I remember the trailer. I didn't know what MERLOT was or why Paul Giamatti was so annoyed about it.
I still don't know why Paul Giamatti is so annoyed about it.
Because it's such a entry level wine. It's so rounded and accessible, and so he's obviously railing against it because essentially it's popular.
Yeah,
that's why. That's why.
Sounds like some of the conversations I've had with you about beer in the past.
I mean, doesn't it fucking just? Hey, listen, I drink macro lager.
You do now.
I've grown. So many of my notes are just the same thing over and over. We should explain a lot, if we're honest. I've got another note about the vibes anyway.
Yeah, lots of vibes.
Place name across the screen. So when they go into a place, and or it's like Monday, or it's like we're here in this valley. Yeah.
What do you feel about the whole, particularly the time bit where it's like it's Monday, it's Tuesday, it's Wednesday?
I just think again, it just like it really plays into this. It's almost like I could be looking at someone's pictures on holiday. Oh, here's what we did on Monday, and then we went here and we did this, and then we went here and did this. I love it.
So
I really think.
I think it's effective, particularly for this story, because it's prefaced with, "Look, Saturday." Is when you're getting married, right?
Exactly.
There's essentially a countdown to it, right? So you get that, and so you need to be situated where you are in the week, because actually that's when it starts going, holy shit, it's Thursday and he's still fucking this girl. What the hell is going on? So that does actually work, rather than having the characters say it, which would feel weird.
Yeah, isn't it funny? I mean, you're dead right. That's just not why I love it at all. I just literally love it because I look at it and think, oh, so tell me what you did this day. But you're right, as a structural thing for the plot, it really does work.
It's hilarious to me that you'd like the idea of people showing you pictures from their holiday and doing the whole slideshow thing and stuff like that. It's literally, I couldn't think of anything worse in the world.
Of course, it depends on the person, the company, and everything. But no, why? I'd love to talk about somebody's holiday with them.
Well, if it's places I've not been, if it's places I've been, I can get much more on board with it. I go,
so it's all about you, is it?
Well, no, but you can have a shared experience. If it's just someone saying like, "Oh, here's this amazing place you've not been to," you're just like,
"Oh no,
cool."
Yeah, no.
Just to round off the screenplay. So, but Maya's asking about his book and what's it called in the title? Oh, The Day After Yesterday.
All right, can I say? I mean, I think there's a ton of great writing in this. Yeah. I think that's a great title.
But I just love the reaction. Oh, you mean today?
Yeah.
Just like, yeah. It's exactly what I was doing. I was basically saying the same thing. I was like, day after yesterday.
It's great writing.
It's like the day after tomorrow. What, you mean Friday?
It's great writing because there's that joke in there, which is just like, today. It's like, yeah. But also, it speaks to Miles. It speaks to his character. Because
looking back,
everything about him has been hung up on the past. And his today is given its meaning. His
today is the day after
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he can easily label what yesterday is, but his frame of reference for today is yesterday. Therefore, it's not today; it's the day after yesterday. Have you got any other pieces of good writing down like that?
Yeah, so again, one that sort of epitomizes the other another character, and that's Jack, where he is convinced to call his fiancée, and he phones her, and then he comes out, and he goes, "How'd it go?" And he says, "Lucked out, got voicemail, everything's cool."
Yeah. Then we can put that problem off.
It's just like, wow, that just epitomizes it, doesn't it?
It does, because again, that's how he thinks. He's not hung up. Yep. He's just happy putting off a problem until
it's
later.
only Tuesday. I've got till Saturday to sort out that problem.
I've dealt with that problem in the immediacy. Therefore, it's not a problem anymore. But it will be a problem tomorrow. What's tomorrow?
The other stuff's not necessarily clever writing. It's just a couple of lines that I liked, which was just when he was running. He ran naked through the ostrich farm, and he came and goes, "Ran through an ostrich farm? Those fuckers are mean." And you just, all that does is just gets your mind going to, what did those ostriches do? Like, and you just imagine it. It's like they couldn't have shown that, because you couldn't possibly have shot.
No, you couldn't do it justice.
And it wouldn't, it wouldn't have worked. But just saying that to get to your mind.
The line is better than what they could have shot.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And another one with Miles, where he just says, "No, it's not okay, you fucking derelict."
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good line. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, Miles. I mean, for all of Miles' failures, and obviously, I'm sure we'll talk about Jack's ills in plot. Miles calls him on it. To be fair, like he
does at times. Yeah,
he's got his own shit going on as well, isn't it? But he calls him. So when they're going to get Jack or whatever, and Maya is sort of saying to, "Do you know the things that he's been saying to her?" And Miles is like, "Oh, he's an actor. It can't be good," which I think is quite funny. Maya again is talking to Miles about wine. She said, "You know, the day you opened 61 Cheval Blanc, that's the special occasion." And I like that because that's putting her passion for wine across. But again, to the overall themes, it's a really nice line about living in the moment and not waiting for happiness to drop into your lap. It really speaks to, I think, learnings that she's had in her life, because she went through a divorce as well. But she's obviously in a lot more emotionally stable place than Miles is at this point. And she's just sort of trying to... talking about wine, but she's talking about life and everything as well. So really, really like that line.
Do you feel that way about a Stone IPA? The day you open the Stone IPA,
one
that's
of
the
my
special occasion.
Great pleasures in life.
Let's not talk about masturbation on a podcast, please.
I think this is better than masturbation, you know.
Whoa!
One of my great pleasures in
sex.
life will just be, preferably with water in eye shot, having a beer. And
right, when you say water with eye shot, you mean like
sea,
the sea.
lake,
not a glass of
river,
water. I was just like what?
That,
yeah, okay, yeah. Go
on. Beer in hand, lovely bit of scenery, preferably some sea, a body of water, and just watching the world go by. Absolutely glorious. Love it.
A river, a lake, a reservoir.
Yeah, why not a reservoir? Some reservoirs. I mean, reservoirs are always surrounded by hills, aren't they? Beautiful.
Love a hill.
Yeah. Well, he does background against the fog. Anyway, it doesn't. It's not important.
I went for a walk around the reservoir with our friends, and one of our friends, she was going, "I love this reservoir because as you walk around, it's just a different landscape every time you go around a little bit." And for the whole walk, it was like, "Look,
another hill,
different landscape." Then you walk around, and you go, "Look, see, different landscape."
Yeah,
it's like it's a variation on a landscape.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. There is a variation on a theme. It's like, there was about 5 different times, different landscape.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's funny to laugh at and enjoy. Go either way with that one. Don't mind it. I like the sort of exchange that Jack and Miles have when they get out of the house right at the start. When Jack's sort of chastising him for being late, and he's going, "You're fucking hungover. You know you are." And then Miles goes, "Okay, there was a tasting last night." Yes. And I love that, right? Because it's not no. Like, no, I'm not hungover. There was a tasting. Because, what's wrong with a tasting?
There's a reason.
You don't even. But what's wrong with a tasting? You don't even necessarily swallow a tasting. You gonna do anything with that?
I mean, I raised my eyebrows, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work for the audio format.
So there's nothing real, but it's not. No, it's okay. It's okay. There was a tasting,
and he has a reason as well because he was picking up some good stuff for the trip.
Well, I think it's quite funny because that's like that's how the middle class get pissed.
Yeah.
Like they dress it up as a wine tasting, and that's okay, even though he's blatantly just got fucked up. But I really like that as well because it's quite funny, but it also shows he's not just into wine; he's into drinking wine as well.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they ever specifically call it out, but I love that he's got an old European car because he's so desperate to be interesting. That is precisely the sort of car that someone like him would have.
Yeah.
Just to subtly show off what snob is. He's different. I don't need a shit American car. I'm going to get this.
What sort of car would Jack have?
Oh, a convertible.
Yeah, 100%, right?
Yeah, convertible.
Yeah,
No question.
definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, that Saab has just got miles written all over it. And I love the fact that they don't ever sort of call it out. It's like, why have you got that piece of shit? And we have to have
I actually quite like it.
we have to have a line of him going like, oh, well, the Saab's actually a really reliable engine, much better than your American counterpart. It doesn't matter. That's all inherent in him having that in the first place. It's all implicit with that. So yeah, love it. And then we've already done the how well constructed that wine tasting thing is. I think it's brilliantly written. This I really do.
Good. The length, Carl, 2 hours 7 minutes in length.
Yep.
I've not got a massive problem with the length.
Decent, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, potentially.
Would you like it a bit longer?
You could.
Or is it a bit too much for you? Would you like it a bit shorter?
You know, I had to split it into two.
Take it in two sittings. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say about the length is that the pacing's interesting. I think with this, it is a little like there is a bit of like a fast, slow, fast, slow kind of thing to it, where there's some bits where it definitely lingers.
Well,
Intentionally lingers.
I think fast, slow, fast is pretty normal. It's interesting you said fast, slow, fast, and then it ended on another slow. When do you think it sort of slows down? Or maybe we'll talk about that in plot.
Well, no, just more the ending bit, which is like the film's kind of ended already, right? But then you've got the last little bit of him doing his bit where he goes to Maya and does all that, where it's like he's almost had his at the wedding the moment of realization and stuff like that. He's had his big face off with his ex.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like you could have quickly ended it there, not right there, but like there could have been then a come to Jesus moment essentially, and then you kind of see like something's clicked in him, but then it drags it on for a little bit.
Okay.
More, not drags it on. Drags it on is the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
I have got some notes on this in plot. I would sort of disagree. It's a pacing issue. I was fairly happy with the pacing, but fair enough. If that's your take on it. It could have very easily gone on for much longer than it does.
It could.
And it would have been worse for it.
Yeah.
So the 2 hours 7 feels about right to me. I think it's earned that runtime, and I think that works for it. I think that because of some of the themes that are there, yeah, like somebody else makes that, or it gets made today. Maybe it's more of a modern thing. But it's like 20 years old at this point, isn't it?
I know, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it would have been a 2.5 hour effort, and it could have dragged a bit more. But I don't know if I ever felt it was ever particularly slow at one point, at any point. I was sort of quite happy with the pace it felt.
No, I mean I think it's I never felt it was saggy. You know, it wasn't.
Like slow's fine,
lagging.
but is it starting to drag? Yeah,
yeah. You don't want everything moving at 100 miles an hour. But they do definitely set up moments of the drama.
Yeah,
coming with it, which is largely due to the Jack character.
Okay.
There is a sequel, Carl. Will you be interested in seeing a sequel of this film? As in, there's a book sequel, I should say.
Okay.
So it's obviously based on a book. The guy wrote a sequel after the film had come out, I think. And to address some of the things he didn't like in the film as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. I have no interest in seeing a sequel narratively.
Mm-hmm.
And we've kind of spoken
spiritually. You've seen it already.
We've sort of spoken about this a little bit before with Before Sunrise and Before Sunset. I don't care for those characters and what they do, but I love the moments that they have and the feelings that they explore in that first film. So, yeah, like narratively, not really. But, you know, you put another film out with these sort of vibes, kind of like,
Yeah,
If you can hit those vibes again, I'm there for it.
100%. I mean, I think because the interest for me in this film is the relationship between the two guys, not the romantic relationships.
Yeah. See that
for there.
Yeah.
That actually a sequel to this is like, I don't really know where you'd go with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's what are you going to do that's going to be interesting enough to warrant it from. And Alexander Payne has said he's not interested in doing a sequel to it. The book sequel addressed a couple of issues from the author. So he didn't like that the Stephanie character, she wasn't called Stephanie in his book. He didn't like that she had a mixed race child.
All right.
In the film. So in the sequel, he alludes to this character now being a hooker in Reno.
Oh fuck!
So he's just like, meh, fine, you're gonna fuck with my character. I'm just gonna make her.
So what did he? What was his actual opposition to?
Oh, I don't know. He's an author, and he says that's not what I created. He made it all different because Sandra Oh was Alexander Payne's wife.
I did not know that.
Yeah, at the time. So, not saying that's why she got cast. She's actually very good. We'll talk about that when we get to cast.
Yeah.
But obviously not going, how does the book describe this character? Let's do it. And then I don't know why they changed the name there. It's a bit weird. Why would they change the character name? Not really sure. The title, Sideways. Is it worth me engaging with you on the title? I know it's
just not from a grammatical point of view, please. So
because you hate talking about
yes,
grammar and all that, right?
Yeah. It's just we originally conceived of this. Does it sort of capture the essence of the film?
So does it?
Does it work? I think yes, and I couldn't really tell you why.
See, I couldn't either tell you why, but then I did a little research to find out why, because I was like, I don't really.
So have they been knocked sideways or something?
Well, so one, a nod to how wine bottles are stored.
Yeah. Okay.
Sideways.
Yeah.
And I think the film poster actually has a wine bottle with them
in it.
Sideways with them in it.
With them drawn in.
Both characters are not moving forward in life.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
They are moving sideways. And it's also apparently in the book a slang for getting drunk.
Okay.
Which I've not heard before.
No, it strikes me as an American thing.
Yeah, it's a bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you get a bit sideways.
What are you fucking lightweight? Come on.
Does that mean you're staggering sideways?
Falling over, you're laid on your side. Yeah.
So yeah, don't
know.
No,
I kind of like it. I like the fact that it's just one word, because you just want one word to sort of grab. We don't want what Miles did next, or the day after yesterday, or something like that.
Yeah.
The day after yesterday is a beautiful piece of introspection and summary of where Miles is in life, but it's not a snappy title for a film.
If something goes sideways, it's gone wrong, right?
Oh yeah, that's true as well. Yeah,
yeah, and that trip went wrong.
Yeah. Yes,
that is not a trip that he had imagined.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Happen.
Yeah, I like it, and it works for all the reasons we've finally teased out. There we go.
Good stuff. You got anything more on?
Not on production.
So a couple of did you knows, right? So in the scene where Miles,
I still think it'd be brilliant if these were completely unrelated to the movie.
Oh, I would like that. Did you know the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yeah. I didn't know that
actually had 6 toes.
Yeah.
So the food that Miles, Jack, and Miles' mother consumed during their dinner at Miles' mother's house gave the 3 actors
just leftovers.
Gave the 3 actors food poisoning.
Nice method acting.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? You've just got absolute shits after dinner. It's like, sorry, where did you get this food?
Yeah.
Well, it said it was leftovers, so we just got some 5-day-old food.
Yeah, very good.
And Pinot Noir. Wine sales rose by more than 20% over the 2004 to 2005 Christmas New Year period compared to the same period the previous year, with a similar phenomenon also experienced with British wines. However, Merlot sales dropped after the film came out.
Because all those people who were drinking Merlot were like, I better switch to Pinot Noir instead.
Yeah. Which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, it's very good.
Do you still want to do a game now?
We'll do a game now. We'll do a game now.
All right. So here's the game, Carl. So what is the wine variety that Miles talks lovingly about in this film?
You're not doing the theme tune?
No. This is a question to warm up to the game. It's not
Pinot
part
Noir.
Of the game. Pinot Noir, right. So this game...
technically that's a great variety. This is where Americans, bizarrely actually, are much better at characterising their wine or categorising their wine than the French. Because the French do it by region, but that doesn't actually tell you what the grape is.
Yeah, sure.
and it's much more confusing, the old world, than the new world.
Good. So anyway, it's Pinot Noir.
You were moaning earlier in your opening statement about how this film stopped teaching you about wine.
Yeah, but you know what the film didn't do was interrupt me introducing the fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
So there is that. So this game is called Pinot Noir. Because who knows noir if you don't know noir?
I do
You
really
know
know
noir. Knowing noir like you do, there is nothing else I could do. He knows noir, is it true? You just have to make me describe each film. Making games is never easy, you know, but I have to now. Knowing noir like you do, it's the best I can do.
Good.
There we go.
Yeah.
So this is a game, Carl, kind of like charades.
All right.
And
It's good for an audio format.
You know how I said it was, charades, but we're doing verbal charades. Okay.
Right.
So
articulate.
Sure. So it's like that. You know, we have your phone on your forehead, and you have to describe
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Have you done that thing?
Yeah.
So I found an app called Custom AI Charades or Charades, depending on.
I'd say charades, I think.
Yeah, I'd say charades. So I've created some decks. Now this is AI. Remember?
Yeah.
Could all be bollocks.
Yeah, it's shite.
But I've created 3 potential decks. There is movies classified as film noir.
Okay.
There is top 20 noir movies and famous noir movies.
Okay.
Just be prepared that some of these could not be noir movies because it's AI.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't fancy my chances if they were all noir movies, so that's really going to...
The good thing is that I'm going to describe it, whether it's a thing or not. So if I know it's a movie and I'm familiar with the movie, I will explain the movie.
Yeah, okay.
If it's just 2 words,
Yeah.
I'll explain those 2 words and you still have to guess what they are.
Yeah.
Now, how long do you think is a good amount of time?
There's 30 seconds for these sorts of things, isn't it?
Well, 30 seconds isn't long enough, is it?
Well, I mean, it is for this. If you were playing Articulate, you
In
get 30,
total?
yeah,
That's
you
crazy.
get 30 seconds to get through as many cards as you can. I am fucking brilliant at Articulate.
Right, well,
by the way.
let's do a minute, shall
I'm a
we?
killer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was going to do 1:30, but you've got all cocky.
Yeah. Well, no, but the thing with Articulate is you need a teammate who's on your wavelength there.
Here we go. This is where this could get interesting. So, it's upside down. Okay, so it's 3 words, and the first one is when you kill someone.
Murder.
Yep, and then
On a train? No.
the third word is something you have from a shop that is not sour. It is
Sweet.
And then if it was so it's murder something
Most sweet.
and it's not yours. It's
Murder my sweet.
that's it. Okay, you are not a devil. You're a
Angel.
Yep, and it's
Angels
the thing
with
that your
dirty
eyes are
faces.
on. No, just 2 words. So just the thing that your eyes are on.
Angel face.
Angel face, yes. Okay, something. If you were doing anal, you'd put your cock into a. It's the first word is not light. It's
Dark.
Yep, and then you're walking down a
Dark
corridor.
City.
Down a corridor.
Dark tunnel. No.
It'd be like it'd begin with like a
Passage.
Yes, dark passage.
All
Yes,
right, a passage. Yeah.
and
back passage
a
for
group
that.
of people that murder.
Group of people.
Yeah,
How long was that? Was that?
that was 1 minute.
Oh yeah, it wasn't long enough.
I know, I did say that. So that was the Killers.
Okay. Right.
Anyway, you heard of any of those?
No, not a
Cool.
single one.
Good stuff. I did try and review some of them to see if I'd heard of them. We can do another round if you want. What do you
Do
reckon?
another round. Yeah.
Another round? Yeah.
For longer than a minute.
Ready. Upside down again. Oh Christ! This
Must be rude.
this might be a phrase if you were doing a cowgirl position. But what do cowgirls do? They
Ride.
Yep. And what do they ride?
Horse.
Yep. And if it was a colour and you were
You're just going to be cock.
so it's a very girly colour.
Pink.
Yep. So if you're ride
Horse.
The-
Pink. Ride the pink horse.
ride the pink horse, yes, that's it. Okay, we know this one. It's got the guy with the really bad teeth in.
Humphrey Bogart.
Yep, and
Maltese Falcon.
Yes. This is a woman, otherwise known as
Gilda. Dame.
No.
Girl.
No. It might be a posh woman.
Or she. Lady.
Yes, and not in a body of water, one that you like. It's not a reservoir, but it's quite similar to a reservoir.
Lady
yes.
of the lake.
There we go. Oh, my Christ. So if you were going for a takeaway, you would go and...
Order, collect.
No, you would... if it was on the floor... Yes. And you're not going to be north. It's going to be...
Pick up south.
Yeah, on... and it's not a road, but it's...
Pick up South Street. Pick up South.
Yes, pick up on South Street, yeah.
Pick up neighborhood.
If I was the only gay in the village, I would be...
Daffod.
No. But, and there were lots of straight guys, and it was just me as the gay.
Alone?
There would be a group of, not women, but they would be,
Men.
yeah. And I would be the different one out of that
the
group.
odd one out.
If I'm not a woman, the
odd man out.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. I was going to say odd gay out, then that's not,
this
that's
is
not
something
a movie,
you,
odd gay out.
If a woman looked at a man, she'd look to see if he had a
big cock.
Yeah, but not a cock, because it's something you tell the time on.
Big clock.
Yes. And this is a woman, posh woman, who's from somewhere in China. That was the lady from Shanghai.
Of course it was.
Oh, there we go. You did
literally only heard of the Maltese.
Well, you need to get up on your noir films, mate.
Oh, the odd man out.
You said that.
Yeah, after
you've heard of that
fanning around with the odd gay out.
There we go. Did it say how many you got right? Did you kept on going up when you got it right?
Yeah.
It's down. I think it was down to right. I got it wrong. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But well done. You
Who
got some right.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
That was Pinot Noir. All right, let's move on to the plot. So there are parts of this, Carl, that I actually really did enjoy. And if I'm being honest, there were some pretty fun and funny bits to it. So little touches at the start. The complete lack of urgency when he's running late. Where he's on the phone and he just goes, yeah, I'm on my way. And then he's there having a shit, having a shower, going for the coffee, getting a bagel. And he just turns up. Doing the crossword whilst driving. I mean, there is a lot of dangerous driving in this film, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You're either pissed or you're distracted.
Yeah.
Or you're driving just a shit Saab. I mean, either way.
It's a different world, mate. I do think there is a genuine difference between drink driving in the States and here, though. To be fair, we have a bit of first-hand experience with that, don't we?
Do we?
You're looking at me like somebody didn't take us to a bar, drink lots of beer, and then drive us home.
Oh, in America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is genuinely different. I actually thought that scene was pretty joyous in the car when they're just like, fuck it, we're going to pop the bottle. And then he's there with the proper flute and... and they're just driving along like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Literally drink driving.
Yeah.
There was some other bits like writing the birthday card on the way in to see his mum, which are just very related to.
I've done that.
We've all done it. Yeah. There's the self-destruction. So the phoning of the ex-wife, the drinking too much, generally being a moody sod or whatever. Like he does. That was a loud one. Does the self-destruction very well, Giamatti. With this, and he can't get out of his own. He can't get out of his own way, as well. Doesn't make it easy for himself. Yeah,
it's that scene in particular is we've all done it to a degree. You must have done that.
I mean, probably not
dialed
phone,
or text.
Yeah.
We've all done it, and it's cringingly embarrassing. And you're watching him do it. It's like, oh, don't do it, Miles. It's not gonna work. Yeah.
And it's always done. It's done at the time, right, where he's in a great situation, potential situation.
Yes.
Right. They're out on basically a double date with a girl who shares interests.
Yeah.
With him, and has great potential for this to be a great night, and he just can't get out of his own way, despite Jack's warnings of him, don't drink too much, and don't cock block him. Basically, what he's saying as well. So yeah, there is that. What do you want to say?
Yeah, well, I've got my plot notes split up into sort of two things, really. There's the overall plot bit, and then there's how they sort of develop the characters. Just talking about the overall plot, And you mentioned about the Merlot sales and the Pinot Noir sales.
Mm.
And I knew that because have you ever seen Oz and James?
Yeah, I've
Wine
seen some of it.
Adventure?
Yeah.
Right. So they Oz Clarke, James May get a car, drive around France to all these different vineyards, and they try various bits of wine. Series 2, they essentially do this film.
Mm-hmm.
Or they do the road trip bit of this film. And they make all the jokes in the film and all this sort of stuff. And they talk about exactly that, like the effect that film had on various grape varieties, the production of it, and all the rest of it. Now, since one of your notes was that it stops educating about wine, I recommend Series 2 of Oz and James to you. You will fucking love it. It's great TV. It's great travel TV.
Is it still back when James May didn't know anything?
Yeah. He's like a buffoon learning about wine. But it's really good. And yeah, they talk about this stuff. I think, does this film stop teaching you about wine? Yeah, but it's not a documentary, mate. What it does, though, I sort of reject the idea that they abandon wine as a theme. What it does instead is it stops telling you about wine directly, and you taste it like this, and this is what this grape does, and this is what this grape does. And they get wine, for me, sticks around throughout, but it's from a point of view of how much of a passion it is for our characters, and then what that means, and then there's parallels with their lives in general. We already touched on that bit in production. So, yeah, I don't know that it disappears as a theme. It's just the meaning is lent something slightly different, and it's done in a slightly different way as we get into the film.
Yeah, maybe that's fair. And I think speaking of that, the scene where Miles and Maya are talking about why they like wine, or why Miles likes Pinot Noir, why Maya likes wine, I really wanted to dislike that scene because it's so obviously like...
yes, so obviously not about wine.
Yes, it's like allegory, is that the right word?
Yeah.
For how they view humans, basically, essentially, right? So I wanted to like scoff and be like, but actually, it's really good.
No, and it's really good because they've sold it so well, right? So Miles 100% loves and appreciates a glass of Pinot Noir because of all the reasons he said about the grape and how delicate it is, and he loves that much effort has gone into it. He believes that, and he sold that to us.
But it's not even just that, though. It's the fact it's like this other grape variety that could do well wherever or whatever. Yeah. So he's basically talking about those people that are just like, they just skirt by in life. Everything happens for them nicely. Doesn't matter what happens. They're all good. That's not him. He's the noir.
No, but what I mean is he believes that about wine completely.
Yeah.
So you can't dismiss it as a pithy allegory because he absolutely believes that, and he sold it. And yes, it still works as the allegory because that's obviously who he is as well, and the things he looks for, and he really values that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Similarly, from her point of view, she says like, the more I got into it for the husband, but the more I drank about it, the more I liked the things it made me think about, everything that's gone into it and all the rest of it. And again, you completely believe that she's talking about wine, and she believes all those things about wine. It just so happens it speaks so well to her journey as a character as well. I think it's a lovely scene. I think it's a really, really well put together, lovely scene.
Funnily enough, so she obviously says about how the wine that you taste today is different to the wine you're going to be tasting like tomorrow. It changes as it's in a bottle.
And she even talks about like wine's declining as well and past the peak, and again it comes back to that. You've got to live for the now and seize the moment and all the rest of it, which is a lesson she's learned that he's yet to learn.
Yeah. So Emma obviously watched this film with me, and we were drinking. We had a bottle of white open because we made some risotto, so we'd used it for that. And she was like, "Oh, so this wine, it's different today." It's like, not this wine, love. This is this wine is the same all the way through until it's gone bad. Like this is So the most interesting bit in terms of plot, right, for me, is the guys' relationship, and it's actually quite a fascinating one.
Yeah, because they are two guys in different incarnations of a midlife crisis.
Yeah, and they are, on the face of it, very much the odd couple, right?
Yeah, they're different
because you've got a guy who's clearly very self-confident. He is reliant on his looks. I say that looks because he's a weird looking guy, but
but doesn't he
pulls it
have
off.
that sort of like?
It's the inner confidence as well.
Yeah,
though.
he has that quality where you could just go. I completely believe he could go seduce any woman he wants.
Yeah. So they are very much chalk and cheese, and you can actually imagine them being put together at roommates or whatever.
Yeah.
And they've just kind of stayed together on off and on throughout the years.
How much do you not like Jack?
Mm.
And how much is it actually you just don't like the idea of Jack? But actually,
so this comes down to like a lot of like how people behave and stuff, and how he behaves and stuff is very just like counter to how I believe things should happen, right?
Yes.
So it's very much like
there's no defending his actions.
Yeah.
There's no defending his actions.
Yeah.
But in spite of that, and I know you said, you just don't like you just don't like Jack. But do you actually not like Jack, or do you just in principle not like Jack?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like his actions offend me, but similar to Miles in a way, because he goes through the same. You see the same like journey or flip flopping of it, where he's kind of like admiration versus disdain and disgust and stuff, but then jealousy. That this all comes up. It's just like, I fucking hate what you're doing, but I kind of wish I could do that and get away with it.
You're having a great time.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like
a great time.
So I definitely have. There's definitely a sort of similar journey, similar.
So because I think,
got.
and we'll talk about this in cast, of course, but I think because why wouldn't we repeat ourselves? I think he was really hard to recast because I think he does such a good job of selling.
Church.
Yeah, I think he does such a good job of making this guy affable, when all he does is actually not very nice.
Yeah,
it's not all he does. That's unfair because I tell you something. He loves Miles, and he 100% will be there within his limitations because he is an oaf and he's an idiot and he's an emotionally mature. Within his limitations, but he 100% would be there for Miles, and he loves him.
And there's the bit where he goes to pick up the second girl, the waitress.
Yes, which is immediately after his own breakdown.
Immediately after he's just been assaulted for the last one. And Miles just does not understand it whatsoever.
The guy just lives for the game.
And he literally just like grabs him by the face and goes, I love you. I know you don't understand.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going through something completely different to what you're going through. Like
he is. I just think he sells it so well, and you know, there's very little defending his action. You could say like he's surrounded by arseholes, and it's not it's primarily Miles' story more than his, so we don't really get to learn so much about the other people in his life as a way to sort of excuse that. But then thinking about it, I don't think they excuse Miles either, right? So there is a line where Jack is saying to Miles, like, why do you only remember the good times, right? And I really like this, the way the film did this, because it says, what about all the bad stuff with, what's her name? Not Stephanie.
Victoria.
What about all the bad stuff with Victoria? Have you forgotten how small she made you feel?
Yeah.
And I love that, because it's not a direct attack on her. Right? So he's not saying she did X, Y, Z. We're not trying to paint her out to be bad. It's saying, whatever happened, maybe she just wasn't right for you. Maybe she did do some stuff, but we don't know. But the point is, it's about Miles. How did that make you feel? And I love that it doesn't demonize the other characters in this thing. Yeah. It pretty much just puts Miles and Jack out there, warts and all. And then it even goes on after that to say, you had the affair sort of thing. So it's Miles that did something wrong. Now we can relate to it from a human point of view, because partly through Giamatti's performance, partly through the sort of writing and all the rest of it, that, okay, he's just in a bad place. So it's never right that you have an affair. But like we sort of appreciate that he was in a bad place and the pairing wasn't working and all the rest of it. And I kind of like that it does. I mean, he steals from his mum. What a low life thing to do. What a low life thing to do.
This is it. Like, they really don't. Well, they set him up to really give him the flaws.
Yeah.
Right. Like, not just the stealing from his mum, but the sneaking out the next morning.
Yeah. But there's brilliant, just before you get to sneaking out there's a brilliant bit where he steals from his mum, and then he looks down as he's doing it, and he feels like a piece of shit. And it's obvious he feels like
And
a piece
then
of
what
shit
does she do?
Oh, it's a dagger to the heart.
What does she do?
Offers to give him money.
Offers him money.
Yeah. And it's like, Miles, you fucking idiot, if you'd have just asked.
Yeah.
But I really like that it doesn't try to... It puts them out there, warts and all, and it just relies on those moments and those sort of human performances for you to relate to and go, oh, they're just people. And for all their flaws, I'm kind of rooting for them. And I think Giamatti does that with a very sensitive performance. And Thomas Hayden Church, somehow, despite all these actions, I just think he's incredibly affable and fun. And you sort of go, oh.
The one bit with the Hayden Church performance or the character that didn't ring true as such was the essential the like breakdown at the end, right, where he comes full circle and he's just like, I can't lose her, blah, 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 blah. Which I don't know. It felt.
I don't know. I think he's in. So he's hinted at he's not happy with his career, and he's
because he wants to get into the real estate or whatever it is. Yeah.
It's not even that he wants to. It's just that's where he finds himself, and he is talking about. Yeah, this is a good thing, surely, isn't it? Kind of. Please give me reassurance. And it's like, oh, but you're going to give up acting. Oh, no, I'd never give up acting. And the subtext is, well, acting's kind of giving up on you, mate. You're doing voiceovers for ads, you know. Yeah. So he's really not happy with where he is, and he's talking about stability and the job and all the rest of it. Now, again, you can even lay this into him. He's a bit of a dick because he's just thinking about himself, and he won't have a job if he loses Victoria and all the rest of it. I don't know. I kind of believe he's really not in a good place with his career, and it would be he's got a break. He's got a lucky break, and he's genuinely scared of losing that. And we don't sort of know enough about because we don't see her enough of her on screen to know
the Armenian.
Yeah, like, you know, is this relationship right for him? And because, like I say, it's kind of primarily Miles' story, right? Yeah. This is a secondary thing. So I don't know if you want to sort of put that down still from maybe an acting point of view. He wasn't selling it well enough, fair enough. But narratively, I can kind of see where he's an idiot, but actually he is in a bad place, and he's suddenly faced with, oh, what if I fucked it up? Oh my God.
And you know what? I think this is actually where the device of essentially it's a countdown of days, right? Where it's
time
showing
thing,
yeah. And it gets to Friday.
Yeah.
And that's when it becomes where he's basically been going, no. And it comes to Friday and he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Like you said, because he's totally had his head in the sand. That's how he deals with problems. Mm-hmm. I'll just put them off. And that can happen.
It's because he's the Sandman.
You can see, hey, nice. You can suddenly flip from going in one mode, and then suddenly problems and overwhelm you because you go, I have not been thinking about this at all, and now it's here. Yeah. It's like, oh my God. So, I don't know. I in general really liked him, even though you definitely shouldn't.
No, I can see where you're coming
Which
from.
Is why I asked the question of like, yeah, do you actually not like him, or do you just not like the idea of him?
Yeah, and I think on the other side of that, I found myself not really wanting a happy ending for Miles. Does that make me a sadist?
No, I think that's one of the nice things about. I've been saying this recently about a lot of noir films, right? Because they often end on unsatisfying endings, and the good thing about that is, you know, to me, all that says is you've been proper drawn into the characters and the story and the feelings that have gone along. And at that point, the ending becomes kind of inconsequential. Because I was along for the ride.
What do you think of the ending?
I've really enjoyed this. I've got some thoughts on the ending.
Do you want to come to its changes?
I'm going to its changes, yeah.
Some other good bits that I want to call out, just in terms of scenes. So we talked about kind of dialogue bit, but the actual scenes of it. So just the running through the vineyard, where he basically breaks and he grabs the bottle of wine, uncorks it, and just runs off through the vineyard with the bottle of wine, is perhaps my favourite scene in the whole movie. There's something about it. It's just that wild, like, fuck it all.
Yeah, and it's childish as well.
I was going to say, it's like a proper going back to youth, isn't it? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The golf course scene as well, where they get hit through as well. And it's just like...
Well, that's lovely, because they've been sort of fighting.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden...
And this is the bit that I wanted more of, right?
Yeah, they get to come back, common enemy, they get to, you know, unify again or whatever. And that's your other point. You were saying like you didn't find enough of these. They're there.
They are there.
It's just that it's not an entirely happy story. They're just moments instead, and I love those moments. So I think it's just before that. So Jack is talking about getting his nut. Awful phrase, by the way.
Go on.
Well, he wants to get laid, doesn't he?
Getting his
Nut.
Does he say that?
Yeah.
Getting his
He said,
nut.
I'm going to get my nut this week, or something like that. Yeah, it's weird. And Miles is really annoyed because he's planned this week for them.
It
right?
doesn't work.
And it's all about it doesn't work like that. And he goes like, well, this is your party, evidently. I was like, well, yeah, it is his party. But Miles is frustrated because he envisaged a certain thing, and for them both, and it's not going to work out the way he wanted. Likewise, Jack is frustrated because like he wants to spend the time together as well, but he wants to spend the time fucking getting loaded and having fun and getting them both laid and all that. So they're falling out about that, but they're not falling out because Jack doesn't love wine or because Miles doesn't love fucking. They're falling out because
they have different ideas.
They've got different ideas of how they want to spend this time together, and they're sad about that. And Jack even says like, "No, this is for us. You know, this is supposed to be. We're supposed to share this. This is a week for us. It's a week of freedom, but we're supposed to get."
But you have that, right? That is a common thing in life. The expectations and things doesn't mean that it was bad, but it's like you had an idea of how something would turn out, and it turned out differently.
Yeah,
you can 100% understand where Miles is coming from.
Yeah,
with it, and it, as you say, it focuses on Miles's perspective of it.
Yeah,
but like you don't know that Jack signed up for the same thing that Miles is.
Well, he doesn't. He's not
signed
up,
right?
No.
Yeah, he's just like.
They've got a common goal in that they love each other and they want to spend the time together and have a great time, but they've just got different ideas about how that's going to happen.
And I think that's the thing that sort of puts me off the character because he doesn't want to spend time with him. There's multiple times where he's just like, nah, I'm going to spend time with this girl. I'm going to go do this.
I don't know that he doesn't want
to.
to.
Later.
He's an idiot. He's brash. He's selfish. I don't know that he doesn't want to. He just doesn't see that he's affecting Miles in that way. Yeah. But it's those scenes like when they're arguing about their different ideas. It's those scenes that make the golf scene pay off so much because you then go, oh, they're back at it.
Yeah. And that's where you see like it's two different people, but you go like, this is why they're friends still after 20 odd years or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or say 20 odd years. We'll come to their ages in when we talk about cast. It's surprising.
Yeah, it's not that surprising. Paul Giamatti is old beyond his years in terms of how he looks. There's a great bit from Jack, which is so Jack, later on, when he's sort of goofing around. This is after Miles has come back from his date with Maya, and he's like, "Oh, so did you sort of do it or whatever?" And I can't remember the line that triggers Jack, but he's been a buffoon, and then the minute he sees Miles is actually sad, he just snaps out of it straight away, and he's just like, "Oh, right, no, so what's actually wrong?" Like, you know, and he just snaps out of it straight away because that's who he is, but he does deeply care for Miles and he wants him to have a great time. Of course, he soils the moment because he then asks in the way that only Jack can, could you not get it up? Because that's just the way he thinks. And it's completely earnest. He's not trying to have a dig.
No.
Yeah, it's just performance anxiety. Yeah, you know, it happens. But I think they've got a really...
The way you said it happens then.
Well, look, I'm man enough to admit we've all been there, haven't we? Hey?
Love it in.
I'm 4 years old now.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you are.
Quite,
there you are. You are now.
I am.
Yeah.
I am now.
Yeah. True story. As of airing.
Yeah.
Some other good bits. So, what did you think about the drinking from the spit bucket? Because that's obviously probably another trailer moment.
They do that in Oz and James as well.
Yeah. I mean, because some of that is just poured, but some of that is spit.
Most of that's spit.
That's pretty unpleasant to
think
think of.
Pretty unpleasant. I imagine they did it for real, and it's, I think, very similar to the bit where he runs off into the field, just like complete breakdown. Like, no, fuck it, this doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna.
I read that in terms of like how much wine they actually drank on set versus different stories. So there's some that say like, oh no, it was all non-alcoholic stuff, and it reached a point where they were just like nauseated from the amount of grape juice essentially that they were drinking, that they had to drink wine to almost like cleanse their palate of the of the grape juice. Yeah. But then Jim Atty was saying like, no, I got pretty fucked up actually. I was drinking wine. Like that scene where I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm pretty pissed. Yeah. But you get because like the volume that they drink in some that they're
it's incredible.
Said to drink in those. Like they got through like 5 bottles of wine, then drove obviously. So yeah, it's I don't know. It'd be a fun one to do.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about the nice flappy cock?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
I absolutely loved it. That scene.
Interesting little production note. So that was shot on a real street.
Can you imagine if you watched that?
So they paid everyone to stay inside.
Oh really?
Don't come out. And yeah, just have the guy with his cock flapping around.
I thought it was very funny. It's such a ridiculous situation. It's another one where Miles is just like, "Oh no, go on, I'll go get your wallet."
Absolutely nailed it, didn't he?
Like, yeah. And he does that, and I just loved obviously there's the narrative with who she was shagging before, and then the nature of the relationship she's obviously got with the husband, and that's kind of funny. And then
bit of a parallel in this film, though, by the way.
Oh, go on.
So I said Sandra Oh was Alexander Payne's.
Oh no, are they into some kinky shit?
Well, look, I'm just saying, you've got a film where you're filming scenes where your wife is getting by Thomas Hayden Church, and they shot that many a time. And
why don't we do another take? Yeah,
there's a little bit of a parallel between the guy who's just like, oh yeah, I caught you, didn't I?
True,
oh
actually.
yeah. Mm.
And you hear all those stories about like directors
not married anymore.
No, and like how those. Oh, why don't we just do one? Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you? Yeah. Who can we get to this movie? Like Tarantino just running through his little black book of whose feet haven't I put on screen yet.
Yeah. What's Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle, who was with what's her name? Shit. She played Ahsoka in oh shit, I'll come back to this in cast.
Okay, right.
Okay. I'll do
fair enough.
The last thing I want to point out is the crashing the car.
Yes.
And
very funny.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
That is one of the more slapsticky moments. It
is slapstick, but it's another one of those that's put together very well because there's the crash in the car.
No, yeah, because it doesn't work if they don't crash the car first.
Yeah. It's like the crash in the car and that didn't work. So then they've got to crash the car again.
Yeah.
But then, of course, they don't crash the car again. At least not
properly. They do. I'm quite impressed they managed to get it out of that ditch, to be fair.
It's very funny because it's an already ridiculous situation and you're just like, oh, right.
We should probably move on to cast, right?
I like to say, well, let me just get through
more?
The rest of my notes on plot. So Stephanie lives out in this amazing shack in the countryside. What lives are these people living? Again, this taps into my thing of like,
it's America, mate. It's
but like
everyone lives in a mansion. Everyone lives in this gorgeous. Yeah,
exactly. Taps into my thing of this is just such a fun film to sort of to watch. Again, for Jack's love for Miles, he's always pushing him to follow his dreams, which is very admirable. He gets him to lie about it as well, which is less admirable because Jack's an idiot.
Yeah.
But publish it itself, I'll chip in myself. Like he completely believed that he would help Miles get published. What do you think about Miles getting the porn mag barely legal?
No. The new version.
Yeah, he's got the back catalogue. Yeah. He needs the,
that was such a lovely touch.
Yeah,
just like he's a pro.
Is he connoisseur? Yeah. He needs.
And he just falls asleep with it on his chest as well. I don't think he even did anything. He just likes reading the articles.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah. What do you think about Miles? Do you think he's a snob?
Is he a snob? I mean, he's a wine snob, sure.
I don't think he's a snob. He's a prick, and we know that he does.
No, I mean, he's definitely a wine snob because of the Merlot thing, right?
Yeah, but how much of that actually only comes out when he's unhappy? I think so much of that comes out as a defense mechanism. Because he actually doesn't belong in the group of dickheads at the start of the movie when he's picking up Jack. That's sort of an awkward scene, and they're talking about literature and fiction as a load of rubbish and this sort of thing. He doesn't belong in that. He's into wine, but he really likes drinking wine. He's not into wine to feel superior to anyone else, I don't think. I don't think he is. I think his snobbery comes out as a defense mechanism when he's unhappy.
So when they go to the winery, the touristy winery.
Oh, he's already on a downer at that point.
Yeah, he's on a rampage.
Yeah. Where is it when they go to meet Stephanie? He's not the reason he's a dick about wine in there is because he's not happy that Jack is. It's not all about wine. I'm gonna go get laid this week, and we carry that on into the next scene, and you see him being like grumpy about wine. Whereas in the previous winery, he was all happy. Like happy and engaging with them, and it's almost nothing to do with the wine or the winery he's in. It's entirely dependent on his mood at the time. We talked a bit about Maya and her introspection. I think it's key to the film and the vibes and stuff like that. He's a failure, Miles. He thinks he's a failure. He's loathing for himself. We see that at the end. I think he calls out. I think he says at points like, what have I got to show for it? If you're not earning whatever, if you've not done this, you're a failure at this age. I think that's key to his loathing. What do you think about the telling Miles that she's married again?
What, he telling him, Jack telling her?
It feels
Jack telling him, I should say.
It feels like, how did you expect him to react this week?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It seems to me it's like, I know how this is going to go. I'm going to put it off as long as I possibly can.
Oh, that's why Jack's put it off, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? What's the question?
Well, because it's just like, people are then frustrated at Miles for being...
No, I mean, what's the complete... Right, the complete dick move, and Emma was literally screaming this at the television, because that'd be her. But where on the drunk phone call, where Victoria was saying to Miles, like, I don't think you should come to the wedding. He's like, he's the best man.
Yeah.
You fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, what right have you got to say him not to come to the wedding? Yeah, he's got a problem with it, but yeah, you fuck off. What are you?
Yeah. That's what I mean. And then the film also can't resist giving him one more kick in the balls at the end when he does with the pregnancy as well.
That's brilliant. That was so well from Jim Atty, so well acted.
And this is the thing, right? For as bad as Miles is with all these negative traits we've seen,
took it like a champ.
It's like, oh, he's just a person dealing with loads of bad shit.
Actually, he managed that like the best he'd managed any situation in the entire film, right? He didn't overreact. He smiled.
Yeah.
He said the right things. He was broken.
Yeah.
But that was the thing that actually went closure.
Yeah.
Shit, I need to move on.
Yeah.
And that was the bit that did it.
For all his bad points, this plot does, and the production, the script, and the performances do such a good job of showing him to be this fully rounded person. And you go, oh, okay, that's how I can root for him, even though he steals from his mum, and he's a downer, and he's getting in the way of other people's fun. Yeah. I think it's really, really well put together. It's a proper ride.
Yeah. Exciting news before we move on to cast. So, found the film that I was talking about. So the movie Danny Boyle directed Trance. I saw that at the cinema. He was dating Rosario Dawson at the time. Yes, that's right. Danny Boyle was dating
that little
Rosario
man.
Dawson. Yes, yes, him. And in Trance, I saw this on a big screen, full frontal.
Oh, nice.
Nudity of Rosario Dawson. You could basically just see Danny Boyle going, "Yep,
Yeah, sweet, Danny.
mind that."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All of that. You see that? Yeah. I did that.
And you do see it because I'm filming it, mate. I'm showing it to you.
It's the weirdest.
Strange. Isn't
The
it?
weirdest thing. Very odd.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Good.
all right, let's finish things off with the cast. So we've obviously already talked about Giamatti as Miles. Made his career on this kind of role, really, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is this the first one, really?
I don't think it's the first one, but it's got to be the real breakthrough, the one that confirmed him was like, yes, this guy.
And you know how old he was at the time?
Yeah, he'd be in his late 30s, I was
Yeah, 37.
Yeah.
How old?
I mean, he doesn't look that.
How old would you have pegged him? Like,
oh, like he could pass for. He's one of those where you go, oh, he's 42. You go, okay, yeah. Hard paper on Chernobyl reactor or something like that. If he said 50, you go, yeah.
because he's only 58 now.
Yeah, you go, if it was late 50s, yeah, I could believe that too.
Yeah, 60, mid 60s, sure.
Yeah, he could probably, it was, yeah.
Yeah. Now, we talked about the holdovers. Is it unfair to say he basically replayed this role in the holdovers? Maybe slightly refined the.
Yeah, he's just a bit older and, yeah.
But you think
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think it's definitely fair to say it can be a sort of a spiritual successor, like we touched on at the start. I don't know that the character's exactly... Well, no, maybe he is, because he's kind of dealing... He's curmudgeonly because he's dealing with,
loss,
previous pain and loss and stuff like that. So, yeah. I don't have a problem with that, though. They're different enough films for me to enjoy them in isolation. I wouldn't...
Yeah, I think where he's quite gifted is the ability that he plays. It's generally a fairly unpleasant character, but he manages to deliver that pathos that we've talked about previously.
Pathos,
yeah, the pathos. Where he successfully manages to make you feel for the fucker.
Yeah.
Right, regardless of how unpleasant he's been or self-destructive he's been or whatever, you do still, even though I said I kind of didn't want the happy ending for him, there are still moments where you're like, you feel what he's feeling. You feel what he's going through with it. He's very successful at that.
I think it's great. Just, snivelling weasel, but so good at showing you his vulnerability. Very good.
What about Hayden Church then?
Yeah, I mean, he's an oaf, but yet, despite his actions, he still manages to be funny and charming, which you can look at and go, well, that's frustrating because he's one of the guys that's getting ahead and he really shouldn't, he doesn't deserve it.
Which is his life.
Yeah, right. But yeah, somehow you're just like, he's good. I think he's such a good portrayal of this larger-than-life character, which you just sort of feel, I can't relate to that.
Yeah. You know what he's got?
Exist, but...
If I said the Mr. McMahon strut, you can imagine just like walking in because he's kind of just like, he's quite a big guy, right?
Yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah.
He's not like fat. He's just like, he's a big set guy.
Yeah.
He's just like walks into a room and just like, and with a big, he has like his big goofy grins on him and stuff, which actually wins people over somehow.
Yeah, he plays the antagonist in George of the Jungle, a film I watched not too
Oh, wow.
recently. And in that, he plays this stuffy, is he even English in that, actually? But he plays this stuffy character who's supposed to be just dislikable. And it's a caricature, but he is dislikable. Here, it's completely different. He's just like, I'm an idiot, but I'm going to be fun and affable, and you're going to be for some reason seduced by me.
I've only seen him in two things that I can even think of. Right, the first is Spider-Man 3, where he plays Sandman, and the second is.
Oh, was that what you Sandman joke?
Yeah, I know you
I
acted
definitely
like
got that.
you knew what it was. I was just like, you didn't.
Yeah,
get that.
Definitely got that. Yeah.
And the second one is Easy A, where he plays a teacher who is. He's kind of like the victim of adultery on the other side, right? So he's a little bit of a horny teacher for his wife, played by Lisa Kudrow. But Lisa Kudrow's teacher is having it away with a student and stuff. But he plays that character very well, but it's such a minor character.
Yeah.
I've not seen him in. I can't think of much else I've seen him in. So interesting you say George of the Jungle is the antagonist.
Yeah.
In that,
He's
is that the George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's in George of the Jungle 2 as well, but I've not seen that.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. That thing.
Wow, I didn't even realise that was a thing.
He's also in Idiocracy. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I've not seen that.
I don't remember him in that. I think he's the Brondo CEO, apparently. It's
you can imagine playing CEO quite well, can you? Because he's got that large face.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, the character's a complete bell end.
Of course.
But he does play it convincingly. And actually, the interesting thought about the age, right? If this has been played by a more attractive actor, conventionally attractive actor, it would have been unbearable.
Yeah.
Right? Would have been unbearable. You couldn't have, you would have just been, fuck. This
Brad
guy.
Pitt couldn't do this.
No. Because where the recasting is interesting.
It is, because Brad Pitt obviously knows he's
George
good
Clooney
looking.
was wanting it.
Too good looking.
Yeah, too famous as well. They just wouldn't be able to work it. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, interestingly, over and Giamatti was not nominated in that year.
Wow. I mean, I think he deserves the nod for Best Supporting.
Yeah, lost out to Morgan Freeman, $1 Million Baby. You should watch it.
Okay. Harsh on Giamatti.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought he would have gone. I was quite surprised. Not see that. Oh, about Sandra Oh. Obviously.
Oh, I think she's great. I think she's well sexy.
Yeah, delightful and sexy. She's just.
Yeah, and then when she comes to realise she's been used a bit, and I do only mean a bit because her cavalier approach is pretty irresponsible too in this.
Just a reminder, folks, this happened in 3 days.
Yes.
Calm yourselves down.
Yeah, introducing you to your trailer trash mum and your kid.
Yeah, come on.
That's a bit, yeah.
You said you love me. 3 days, love.
Yeah. So she's been used a bit, like I say, a bit. But what I love about it, she just kicked his ass.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love that they didn't show that and they just kept on going with it, with like the helmet. Yeah. Just like on the...
She just kicks his ass. I think she's a great character. Sandro's absolutely killing it. And yeah, fuck you too, Miles. Like, me?
Yeah, what do you think of the Miles going like, what do you mean me? Like hard done by thing?
I mean, he is hard done by in the sense that he's been led by Jack
but
into all of this. But I mean,
you can see
Stephanie doesn't give a shit about that.
Yeah, her perspective is like, Wayne, you've gone along with this.
And like I say, no, should she? Which is why it's great when she just goes, I'm just going to kick his ass. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't mean I have to feel for Stephanie, but it's pretty cool that she just kicks his ass.
So this is the most interesting one. Let's try that again. Virginia Madsen as Maya. What did you make of her?
I think she's good. She's not. I don't think she's as good as Sandro is as Stephanie, although Stephanie's a bit of an easier character to do, really. Maya gets moments to display her own passion. You know, she's got a shared pain with Miles. She clearly recognises that within him, and I think she is speaking to that without actually talking much about her previous thing, and they're doing it a lot through the metaphors of wine and stuff like that, isn't she? And then she does bring her own bit of fire when she thinks she's been used as well. It's like, oh, but you wanted to fuck me first or whatever. So I thought she was quite good. I mean, you've got the question of why does she like Miles?
Yeah.
Which is not really one for the actress. But...
No. I mean, like I thought generally, my general impression of her was about like, fine. But with moments of just like, oh, that's fucking good.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know, like she had some to do, but when she had the stuff to do, like the speech with the wine and stuff like that, really good. When, as I say, she's being hard done by because she feels used and stuff, very good. But then there's like large parts of it just like anyone could be you don't need a special actress to be able to be doing what you're doing here. So I think that's maybe become interesting. I thought she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars, which is surprising to me. I don't know, it just seemed like, is that a standout?
I don't know.
Didn't strike me as like a standout supporting actress.
Because you're looking at those big moments, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, maybe.
And I sort of take your point.
And...
Like a lot of the time, she could have been anyone because actually her character takes the back seat whilst things play out in front of her. But I guess that's kind of the point.
I just found it interesting. The two actors that were nominated, for Hayden Church and Virginia Madsen, and I thought the more warranted performance was Giamatti. and the more I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that's not quite true. With
No, I think
Sanjuro,
you're almost
actually.
picking one from each camp there.
Yeah.
Actually. But in that sense, it's interesting. It's like, if they liked that for supporting, why didn't they like that for lead, or vice versa? I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
it's a mystery.
For the 4 leads, I think they're basically varying degrees of good.
Yeah. Is there anyone else you wanted to call out?
I mean, very quickly, Mary Louise Burke is Miles' mother. She's very funny. With they're just leftovers. Oh, you, all this sort of stuff. Jessica Hecht as Victoria. Do you think she always gets cast as like a wrecker of relationships somewhat?
It's funny, isn't it? Because like Miles married a lesbian.
Yeah. And in Friends, she only seemingly gets to come in and it's like...
She has moments of basically getting Ross's way, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, before they basically come round with the wedding.
Yeah. It's quite a fun parallel, I thought that.
Yeah.
Missy Dottie as Cammy, the waitress.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Very fun. And maybe I was just a little bit horny when I was watching this, but as her lovely big breasts were being bounced around, kind of sexy.
Yeah. He's got a good eye.
Yeah. MC Gady, Cammy's husband. Go on, lad. Yeah. Love it. Giving his wife what for as he gets home, and then just bounding across the thing. I love how he presses himself up against the car. It's awkward.
It's the best way to react, right? You catch your wife cheating, you just,
Oh, I think that's part of their dynamic. Yeah.
It's happened again.
Yeah.
Oh,
you. I'm gonna. You're a bad girl, aren't you? Hey. Oh.
All right, I'm quite excited about this, Carl, recasting. I've got some for you, okay?
Oh, go on.
All right, so for Miles, I thought Fumiyu Koinata, Jack Katsushisa Namase,
Okay.
Maya Mayuka Tanaka, and Stephanie Mina Parker. I don't know about you, what you thought?
This feels like a sort of retort to my Casablanca recasting last
There's
week.
been a Japanese remake of this film, Carl.
Oh, okay.
2009. Still set in California, but Japanese.
Are they the sort of Japanese that have developed the gene to be able to
drink,
digest alcohol, or are they falling over after a couple of snifters?
I haven't seen it. I'd be quite keen to see it in a way, because whether it's just like it's Sideways but Asian.
Yeah, Sideways just sooner.
It
was very early in the film.
So yeah, it's not got great reviews, but Alexander Payne gets a writing credit because it's obviously very based on the movie. So it would be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, weird. But genuine recasting.
Yes. So I've done the top 4.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Who would you like first?
Well, let's start with Miles.
You're going for Paul Giamatti, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got 3 names for you, and I've
got 2.
Okay, I don't know which one I prefer. Let me give you my first. This is perhaps the most left field of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm going John C. Reilly.
Oh, I said John C. Reilly. Yeah.
Right,
I agree.
okay,
yeah. Like you could see him doing a similar man who looks older than he is.
I think he's very underrated, John C. Reilly.
Yeah, he can do everything. Like he can do the comedy, he can do the drama, he can definitely do the pathetic.
Yeah.
You can get that pathetic in both senses.
Yeah.
Of it. The other one I had was Steve Carell.
I've got Steve Carell as well.
He
might be my favourite. I can't decide between him and maybe Greg Kinnear. Now, have you seen As Good as It Gets?
It's too attractive.
I mean, that is true.
That would be
the problem with Greg Kinnear. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Carell's getting there.
But I can see him as that sort of pathetic Weasley, almost nasty at times. Like I say, I think that's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah, too attractive, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's you need someone who can. I mean, John C. Reilly, I think is the natural.
I would have
replacement, but I think Steve Carell, in terms of performance-wise, I think he might actually be better.
Yeah, I think he's a great actor, Steve
Carell. What about Jack
Steve
then?
Carell. Yeah, tough. Right now, I've got 2 names here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I prefer one that's going to be lost on you. But my first name, not that one. My first name is Woody Harrelson. So, bit of an oaf, larger than life, very affable, even though he's probably doing some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Able to just get away with and brush off things. My other one is John Slattery.
John Slattery, yeah.
You've not seen Mad Men, though.
But I have seen The Adjustment Bureau, which is basically the same.
Well, it's not quite.
And he's Howard Hawks in... Howard Stark, sorry, in
Some
Iron Man.
marble shite.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I would say. Yeah, no, so...
Is he a fucker? Could he fuck?
This is what I mean. You
Yeah,
haven't
this
seen
is the
Mad
thing.
Men.
Yeah.
Is he a fucker? No one who's seen Mad Men would ask if John
But is he
Slattery is a
right,
fucker.
could he do the same, like, oafy thing, though? Or is he more suave?
Yeah, in Mad Men, he's playing it from a suave sort of lack of self-awareness
Yeah.
because he's rich type of thing. Whereas Thomas Hayden Church, he's playing a lack of self-awareness because he's emotionally immature sort of thing.
So I went down the emotionally immature route with my one. Vince
Actually,
Vaughn.
I'm saying that. Actually, John Slattery is Roger Sterling in Mad Men. Is a little emotionally immature as well. So no, I'm pretty happy with it. Go on. Sorry, I cut you off.
Vince Vaughn, I was going to go
Yes.
for.
Now, Vince Vaughn, I thought about.
It's maybe a little bit too early for him.
Maybe he's too sarky. He's just too sarky. I don't think he's affable enough.
I don't know. I think he can do it. Affable.
So I believe he could charm the ladies.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
that. But do I believe that I could watch Vince Vaughn do all the shit that Thomas Hayden Church does in this movie and I'll still come out liking him? Or do I think, you're a bit of a shit?
I actually think this is probably about 5 to 10 years too early for Vince Vaughn. So actually in his early 40s, Vince Vaughn would have been a bit of a nicer fit for this, where he started to get a little bit...
I just think he's a bit too sleazy, Vince Vaughn.
Oh, sleazy's, yeah. Sleazy's
Just a
fair.
touch. Just
yeah,
a touch.
Yeah, I can see that. Could he pull off the boyish charm?
Oh, I think he can charm the ladies. Can he charm me to still like him after he's
Fair point.
all that? I'm not sure.
Okay, well, Maya.
I've
I've got an old Carl favourite here.
got... Well, Emily Blunt.
No.
Oh, who could you have for Maya? Okay, my one is Catherine Keener. So if you think about her Into the Wild character...
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Her Into the Wild character is quite...
I really like Catherine Keener.
Yeah, introspective.
I don't think I've seen Catherine Keener in a film where I'm not gone, Catherine Keener's really good.
Yeah, introspective, soft. I think really fits the vibe of this film as well. I could really see her in this film.
Yep.
Go on then, what's
Got the California kind of vibe.
She loves wine, Catherine Keener. You can see it's written all over her.
She likes the wine. So I went Laura Linney.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for Maya.
That's not a bad shout at all.
Yeah, because I think she could get on the whole... You could see her and Giamatti, like, she's connecting him with on that intellectual
Oh, I
level.
tell you what, though, I could see Laura Linney doing Stephanie as well, though.
No.
Yeah, she's got enough sass about her.
No, I don't think so. I've not recast Stephanie, by the way. I couldn't think of anyone that would really...
I've got two.
Go on.
Carrie Coon.
Carrie Coon.
Come up recently because different character, but we were talking about her in Gone Baby Gone.
Gone Baby Gone?
Yeah, Ben Affleck's sister. Gone Girl.
Thank you.
Fucking
Don't confuse me more. I need to rewatch Gone Baby Gone.
Gone Girl, yeah. She played Ben Affleck's sister in
okay.
But she's a totally different character in that. But she's in The White Lotus recently, Carrie Coon. I think she could do a good Stephanie. Not as good as Juliette Lewis could do a good Stephanie.
Juliette Lewis, yeah, she's dirty.
She's a naughty girl, and she will kick your ass when.
Yeah. I like that. It's a really good shout,
Really
Juliette Lewis. Don't see Juliette Lewis very often.
No, she sort of peaked before this, didn't she? Which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, no, it's a good shout. Good, I like that.
I like Juliette Lewis.
Cool. You got anything else on the old
No.
Castio? All right, fucking hell. I need to go all the way down to the bottom now. This is very weird. All right, we're going to move on to changes, Carl. Any changes, Carl?
I've got one.
All right, what we got?
Oh, have you not got any?
Oh, I've got 3. Shit, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I've got 3, but let me actually read them because I wrote them in a rush.
All right, look, I'll do my one while you do that. You can just round 2, 3.
I'm happy with them.
It's the ending.
I've got 2.
Oh, you got two. Okay. It's the ending. You maybe touched on this a little bit with your fast, slow, fast, slow, 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 fast, slow, 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 whatever it was.
I've also got an ending change.
You said all those hours ago. You said about
Fucking in it.
you said about maybe you didn't like the sort of the resolution of
The hopeful ending.
a couple of the arcs and where that left it. I'd have got rid of the school scene. So I like the wine diner one. I like the wine in the diner.
Yes,
because
that was good. That was good because it calls back to
that scene,
what she said.
Yeah, that's the special occasion, and I wanted that to be the triumphant end.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's not really an ending.
No,
like he hasn't gone
but
anywhere.
he has got his.
He hasn't got the girl
Special occasion,
but that's just it's a lovely subtle sign of him going, I'm ready to move on. Right,
100%.
And the problem is, the film then goes on.
Yeah.
And his mood seemingly only actually picks up after the girl comes back into his life. In what form, we don't quite know. We know that they're going to reconnect in some way. It's not actually, if I was to guess, I'd say we're not going to get together, but they're probably going to be friends, right? Whatever. And that's kind of like, has he really grown? Has he really realised? Or is it only because the girl's come back? Is it only because he's got some external validation again?
Yeah.
So I would have got rid of that.
Completely.
Yeah.
I think that is probably the 7 minutes that I would take back. I'm not sure if it's actually 7 minutes, but that kind of that kind of bit at the end where exactly you're right. It's like you've got that. Let's end there. It's a bit like, well, you don't know what's going to happen. Oh, but exactly what you said. It calls back to an earlier scene about having the special occasion. He's kind of like a little bit self-satisfied and happy with himself that he's done it. You don't need to see him in the school. You don't need to see him getting the message from Maya. You don't need to see him going to her house and knocking on the door. You can cut all of those 3 bits out. I agree totally. It's just a bit less hope. It's not less hopeful. There's still a little bit of hope there. It's just less obviously hopeful.
For me, it's where the validation comes from.
Yeah.
Because when he's in the diner with his special occasion wine, that's him. He's made that decision. When he gets the letter through and then he goes to knock on a door, that's like, I'm now moving because I've got external validation. And that's what's given me the...
Yeah, you want to see the inner piece, the inner thing.
I do.
Yeah. No, good change. Good change. That's basically, that's better put than what I had.
Oh,
so
good.
Good. Well done.
I clipped that up and used that across other episodes, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you don't clip anything up, so
no,
that's fine.
I can't be asked.
My second change is just to spend more time with the 2 guys as well. I could do with a couple of extra bits in between where they're a bit separated.
Yeah.
Where they get together and maybe there's something going on, because that's where I found the joy of the film, the connection.
Would you want to just toss each other off while they're in the
69. That's fine.
69. Wow. I mean, do you know, I don't think I've ever, and I've watched a lot of shit, I don't think I've ever seen 2 men 69ing.
No, standing up.
Standing up?
Yeah.
Wow. There's an image, isn't there? Jesus
Mate,
Christ.
I've got a moving image if you want it. I can... But no, that's where I found the joy of the film.
I thought I'd seen it all, but
yeah.
I've got work to do, clearly.
Yeah, but I said about happy ending. I mean...
No, it's fair enough. What you've got to remember is you are style of a substance and you need that sort of thing bashing you around the face constantly. Whereas my take would be those moments are there. They just make you work for them so that they mean more when they land.
Yeah, fuck that. So I like the way you sold the film, if it's a hangout film.
Yeah.
I want more of the hangout. That's what I want.
So I take it. So I take it.
Yeah. Did you have another one?
No.
All right. Carl.
Should
we move on to This Is Why You're Wrong?
Let's do it.
All right. Closing statement from each of us. Fuck the do.
Oh, there we go. You've done it.
Yeah. So, Carl, do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
Maybe I'll go first.
Go on.
Yeah, like not enough wine. You're wrong. If you want that particular wine stuff, go watch Oz and James.
Yep,
right?
Yep.
There's plenty of wine in this. It just shifts from being how you fucking appreciate it as a drink to what it means as a passion and the parallels to life. The hangout thing, I mean, yeah, like you are technically correct if we're like tallying up all the moments that they spend together and what they mean, all the scenes and all the rest of it. I think that's a completely personal thing. It's like the whole, like I said at the start, the way I take these often very tragic stories in these sort of hangout movies and everything. I just don't take them like that at all. I tend to relate to all the happy stuff, and that therefore I come away with this overriding feeling of, that was a fun time, wasn't it? I can't really tell you you're wrong there. It's just up to you, isn't it, mate? It's a wonderfully put together film. Looks great, script's great, the acting's great. It's all there.
Yeah, I'm a little bit misty-eyed thinking about this. This has been one of the more enjoyable episodes that we've done. Not to say I hate the other ones, but I've genuinely really enjoyed this. This 4 hours has really flown,
really flown
by. But I suspected coming in, right, that I watched this first as a 19-year-old. It's just not the kind of film a 19-year-old is going to appreciate necessarily 100%. Now, getting to a very jaded 40-year-old now, it definitely hit more. Not just the relationship side of things, but actually the humour of it hit home a little bit more this time.
Addendum. At 19, you watch Swingers.
Yeah, well, I did.
And you go, I love this because I don't know where I'm going in life either.
It's money.
And I just want a good weekend like these guys who've got nothing. You can relate to that.
Yeah.
At 40, you watch Sideways and go, God almighty, what have I done with my life? I can relate to all this. That's all it is. Swingers at 19, Sideways at 40.
Yeah, I mean, it's aged on me like a fine wine.
Whoa!
So I didn't know necessarily where I would go. So I kind of teased at the beginning that it was like, I don't know, was it be ambivalent and stuff. I thought I would remain firmly ambivalent. I've really enjoyed talking about this and actually going into more detail of the relationships and the dynamics between them, and some of the production stuff in more detail. The more you talk about it, the more I've enjoyed and more I've appreciated what's on screen. And actually, the more I'm thinking, shit, I need to rewatch The Holdovers.
Yes. Oh, well, that's
similar to what you said at the start.
Descendants as well.
And Descendants possibly as well.
Have you seen that?
I've seen it, but it didn't leave an impression. So, yeah, maybe.
I mean, I will say, I don't think either of those are as good as this. But they're in the ballpark.
Yeah. So, I think I have moved up to a like.
Oh, we're going up to a like.
I'm going up to a like. Right, yeah, for sure. Like, come on, you'd be a bit greedy if you want to go up to a really.
Like. No, it's not that. But when you said you were coming in as a soft don't like, I was like, tap in for ambivalent. Bully for me. Yeah. Okay, go up to all right.
I am going up to a like.
Yeah.
I think there is a lot to like in this, and it might be one of those that you rewatch again in a not too distant future, as well. And actually, watching it with someone else,
not your wife, because she's going to swear at the screen all the time. Apparently. What did she like it overall?
She did. I think she did.
Yeah. I
don't tend to ask her because I don't want it to cloud my impression.
Okay.
Of things, but I'll ask her afterwards.
Yeah.
I get to listen to the song.
Save it for the.
That's
retro.
the main thing I get to listen to. It's like, is this song? Is it sufficiently shit? Yes.
Yeah, I think she's doing a bang up job.
Yeah, she's quality control.
Yeah,
and it's right on there.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything else, Carl?
No, I'm all good.
All right, well, that's all we've got. So if we moved the needle for you this week, or even if we didn't, please do rate us, follow, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review wherever you're listening. It really does drunk dial the algorithm and get us out there to a larger, self-destructive audience. Our Bluesky, Instagram, and Twitter is MTN Movie Pod. Our YouTube channel is at Movie the Needle, and you can also find our page on Facebook, our page on Facebook, and some occasional TikToks at movie.the.needle. All details are in the show description, so please do follow and comment wherever you are. So for me and Carl, it's goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm off to buy 5 bottles of Merlot and just drink it and just go, I don't give a shit. Join us next week as we will finally discuss Ang Lee's Life of Pi, which I incorrectly teased last week, and see whether we can movie the needle for each other. Goodbye.